Good evening, members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing well. For those who tune in here on YouTube, those who are tuning into on Facebook, and for those who tune into my show real TikToks under HCS895. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody has had a wonderful uh, weekend and day, uh, and whoever's getting ready to celebrate New Year's. Times go by real fast. That it's just crazy how fast time travels. That it moves so fast that you gotta enjoy every moment that you can out of life, brothers and sisters. So let me see. Let's send a link out to my cousin real quick. There he is, right there. How you doing, runner? Hope you doing great, brother. How you doing, brother Exuberance? Hope everybody's doing great. As for me, I was just chilling, seeing a couple of football games. Um, didn't know when I was going to do a live. If I was going to go do a live at 11 or 12. So I just decided to do one sooner than 12 o'clock. So it won't be so late. Uh, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to share this live feed to the channels, or should I say the groups that allow me to share them on Facebook. Your work, brother. Well, that's a good job then. If you're at work and you're allowed to tune in. That's an awesome job to have. I'm just sharing this real quick. Share share it to the news feed. And I'm done with that, brothers and sisters. How's everybody doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing great. I've been kind of taking it easy, with everything that's been going down with, what happened within the family. So you know what? I've been working out hard all year. Uh, Let me take a little break for the holidays. Uh, Once the holidays over, then I can go back on to my regular routines of working out. Uh, I had a little mishap earlier when I was coming out of my vehicle. I accidentally hit the back of my head on the top of the just inside the vehicle. So I was kind of like in a daze all day. Like a slight concussion, but old injuries. So I had to pop some painkillers and stuff. Uh, I was feeling kind of lightheaded and stuff like that. The night shift, brother. Oh, that's awesome, brother. We got real MMA. Yeah, I'm trying to just to do my thing. What we do here on spiritual encrypted encounters. Stay focused on the story, on the topic. Like tonight is DDN manifestations that appear and vanish. You know, and I've witnessed a lot of that throughout my life. Uh, and I'm gonna say some of the things that I've witnessed that I have when they manifest, and the things that they do when they manifest, and then when they disappear. You know, and that's what I want to share with y'all tonight. Of course, it's always open mic night here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. If somebody wants to share something with the viewers, I know Brother Josh Turner is going strong right now, but I felt that I had to do live early, so like that. If I get tired, I'll be able to get some rest. Um, I've been a little bit sluggish, this past. I don't know if y'all noticed. Like last night, I was a little bit sluggish. But that's what happens when I did two shows last night. Uh, I did a show with Beyond the Box, and then I did the show with Cousin Jesse. So we did two shows. So no, that takes a lot out of you, especially the second show I did when we had all the guests on, which was a pretty good show, and things were trying to surface up because of what we were talking about. Okay, that's Cousin Jesse right now. Let me bring him in. There we go.
Welcome, everybody. Sorry for being late, but here I am. What's going on, cousin? Hey,
Uh,
man.
I was just talking about how yesterday, we did the two shows, you in the box, and then with you, and that I was feeling a little bit sluggish, but it's because a lot of activity was happening while we were talking about yesterday, a lot
Yeah,
of interruption and stuff like that.
I'm kind of glad I got out when I did because as soon as I got out, I just started having all that voodoo hoodoo going on, man. I was like,
It,
whew.
it's basically about the belief factor, what certain people believe compared to what I believe. So it becomes a spiritual battle, and it's what it is, because a person believe it, they're gonna believe what they know, and they're gonna continue to believe in what they know, and sometimes that's where uh how the generational curses work, it got people believing a certain thing, uh that a lot of the activity is gonna pick up because of what? The belief factor.
Hi,
The belief
runner.
factor, believe it or not, is a spiritual opening.
Hi, X. Mr. Anderson, how you doing? Rich Runner, how you doing? What's up, Real MMA? How you doing? I'm sorry, cousin. I'm saying hi to everybody.
uh it's a spiritual opening, brothers and sisters. The belief factor. That's what I've been trying to say here all along to the people in the crypto community. Stop believing in this Bigfoot. Stop believing in these things that you're seeing because you're given the power of belief. You know.
Yeah, it was weird though. Every time she mentioned that name, everything would start to flicker, man.
Yeah, because of the belief factor. Brujas that worship certain things. The belief factor, right? They give power to what they're worshiping or they're believing in or whatever deals with them. They give it power, so then it has power over them, not necessarily everybody else, but over that individual because they're believing in it to be that powerful, right? So he does all this little trickery to reel them deeper into where in the situation it already has them. but it's about the belief factor. That's why I choose to believe in Jesus Christ because the rewards through Jesus Christ is a lot greater than anything else that you can think of the past. Whatever names you want to give to the things that eventually will wind up in the lake of fire uh, towards the day of the judgment. You know, I'd rather stick with Jesus Christ, and that's from faith. And it's not that I don't want to hear what other people have to say because it does exist, but just because it exists and it's been here for a very long time doesn't mean that I have to bow down to it and think make it seem like it's got power over me. Because no, in all honesty, we have more power over them because we have Jesus Christ with us and we have the opportunity to make it into the kingdom of heaven. They don't. They chose to go against the Heavenly Father, right? So their fate is already sealed. And that's what I was trying to say yesterday. And of course, I know about Greek mythology. I know about all kinds of things, but I don't try to dwell too much in that because, I have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And anything that I've read over the past, when I was in junior high, we had a literature and we talk about all the Greeks, the gods, and all that in literature uh, that I knew of their existence because of literature when I was in school. Uh, but at the same time, you know, uh, I know that the Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, has always been with me, the presence of the heavenly angels. So, they've been guiding me all these years, and when I've been in situations, whether it's a matter of life or death or spiritual warfare, and the Heavenly Father stepped up, Jesus Christ has stepped up, the Heavenly Angel have stepped up to assist me spiritually to what I'm going through. And that's why I continue to maintain my faith 100% with Jesus Christ, the heavenly angels, or anything from the heavens, whether it's heavenly. Uh, that's why I stick to that. Of course, there's a
Welcome.
lot of things over here in the past, uh, where you got the paganism, all this Greek mythology and all this stuff, and it's called other things in many cultures, right? Different names to all these things. But the past is the past. We're in the present right now. So we can't
Passing.
dwell in the past. We got to dwell in the present and for what's to come. So we have to prepare ourselves because we're the ones that are here right now in the flesh. Even though we have a spirit, but we're here, and it's if somebody's going to go through something, it's me and you or us that is going to go through it. So we have to be spiritual ready to whatever manifests or surfaces up. We have to be spiritual ready at all times. What's up, cousin? You're going to say something?
I was just saying hi to Cynthia. Welcome back.
How you doing, Sister Cynthia? That's right, runner. And that's why I let people say what they're going to say. I understand about all that, what they're talking about, but we're talking about the present. The things that they about this people. Yeah, they were here at one point in time, but they're in the past. They might be still here in disembodied form, right? It's why it's spiritual warfare. But we're the ones, the chosen ones, right? The children of God that we're eventually going to have to get ready for spiritual warfare. And in order for us to be able to ascend to make it into the kingdom of heaven, we have to prepare right now. We're still here in the flesh. We have to armor up, be aware of what's happening around us, and just be ready at all times. And the way we're going to overcome the enemy is through a heavenly love foundation, through Jesus Christ. and that's what the enemy uh doesn't want. That's why, like yesterday, there was a lot of activity because a certain name kept on popping up. I don't believe in La Santa Muerte or none of that stuff, even though I know things exist. Uh, my faith is with Jesus Christ, and that's why activity was picking up the way it was because I wasn't gonna give it the power of belief, right? And that's why he was pissed off because I wasn't acknowledging it like some other individuals were trying to put it in a high pedestal. To me, they're not in a high pedestal. It's something we're in a high pedestal because we have the opportunity to make it into the kingdom of heaven through Jesus Christ. Those things that are fallen, things of the past that have gone against the Heavenly Father, their fate is already sealed. Our destiny uh, for everlasting life is still there for us. And that's all I'm saying. So tonight we're talking about DDN manifestations that appear and vanish. And I was going to put appear and disappear, but I put the word vanish because I've seen this happen numerous times. The vanish part. When we talk about vanish, we can think about a magician or a magical trick, because it's magic, right? Sorcery. The things that they do is something in that nature. So that's what the talk issue tonight. Things, manifestations, DDN manifestations that appear and vanish. Uh, Cousin Jesse has some of those stories. I'm going to let him speak first, uh, and put a little bit of
Yeah,
detail of what you actually witnessed. Yes, that's right, Brother Lawrence.
yeah, brother cousin. I had an experience like that, man. With when I saw that my first werewolf encounter, that everybody was chasing it, and it was like phasing, kind of like a phase teleport. It was keeping in front of the trucks that were chasing it. It went across the field into a cotton field across the highway, and I was the only idiot running by myself looking for it, and I'm the one that found it. Hello, Jaime, how you doing? And when I saw it, it was standing right by a cotton module, and it was taller than the cotton module. So I started to approach it, and it started sinking into the ground, like it was like just melting into the ground, and
Hmm.
then it disappeared with a cloud of smoke and the smell of rotten eggs. But yeah, I've seen
Was
them
the
things.
rotten eggs or the smell is like sulfuric smell,
Yeah, yeah.
which is letting you know with the smell of what it is, that it's
Well,
demonic in nature.
if it's sulfur, smelling like sulfur, it's always demonic, man. That's what I was told by my dad. That anything that you smell that smells like sulfur, it means la cosa mala is near. Yeah, man, it was bigger than the carbon module, man. And as I kept approaching it, it just kept phasing into the ground like this. When we were like maybe 5 or 6 feet apart, his red eyes closed. There was a puff of smoke, and he was gone. And then it's just smelled.
You got somebody named God's Marine. He says, if you do not possess the Holy Spirit in your heart, tell these things to go away. Your swords and guns mean nothing.
Yeah, we know this. You have to fight spiritually, Marine.
Yeah, yeah, you have to fight spiritually through the Spirit. But in order for you to fight spiritually, you have to have a relationship with Jesus Christ because it's not about a night thing. It's about everything has to be done through Him in order for us to overcome the unseen forces or the unseen enemy. It has to be done through Jesus Christ. So it's not just about anything man made can't do nothing against them, but spirit versus spirit. through Jesus Christ, we can overcome them as we type bind and rebuke them through Jesus Christ. It's part of spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare has been happening since the beginning of time, and it continues to happen every century. There's spiritual warfare.
But yeah, that's my experience with things that disappeared like that, cousin. That was really really weird. I ain't never gonna forget that.
And the reason it was phasing out first, where it's going in and out. It's showing you a manifestation, and then it faded out, and then it goes and shows you another manifestation of it, and it fades out. Then it just goes straight into Mother Nature, into the ground. And you said it feels like it melted into the ground, but it literally how should I say it? Teleported into the ground. The spirit,
Hmm.
the unclean spirit went straight into Mother Nature itself. We got Jaime Alanis. How you doing, brother?
So
I
it
see
hit
you.
your car, Marine? Did it dent up your car, or did it face through your car, Marine? How you doing, Jamie Kelly? Welcome. 8 feet tall, huh? Wow.
Yes, I've seen uh, things in that nature, Marine. When I was coming from out of state back into the Texas, we were coming from visiting my aunt, his mother. Uh, they lived in I think Ozula or Zuna in Arkansas, because that's where they used to reside at one point in time. And we're working up there. We're heading home from working in the summer. We're heading back, and as we're driving on the road, we had picked up a hitchhiker. Then it turned out that the hitchhiker had just come out of prison, and he was trying to catch a ride to where he lived. So he was out there in the middle of the sun, and we still give him a ride. Uh, and they were asleep. I was awake, and my father was driving, and in the middle of the road, you could see a shadow, like a dark shadow figure in the shape of a cow. So we hit it. We hit it. The truck went up in the air, bounced, hit hard, and everybody woke up trying to figure out what's going on. So, but I think I just ran over a cow, a black cow. So we turned the truck around uh, to go. It was another truck. I think we had a station wagon. We turned the station wagon around, and we put on the headlights and looking to see if we could find the cow. There was no cow, no cow. But there was like damage to our brakes because it felt like we went over something. But it was late at night, like around three something in the morning. But it took a manifestation of a cow, but there was no cow there at all. Uh, it just vanished. It's like it took the form, like it was like a shadow of a cow. We made impact with it. You feel like we hit something, but there was nothing there. So uh, it's one of the manifestations that I seen when I was a kid. Was the shadow of a what seemed to be a cow, but we did the sign of the cross and everything, especially when there was no blood on the road, no dent on the vehicle. I guess there must have been a ghost of a cow that died or something. I don't know. All I know is there was nothing there. The the hitchhiker thought we were going to try to do something to him. He got all scared when that happened. He started praying and stuff, and I think like we were like 30 something miles away from his hometown, and we dropped him off in his hometown. There was a lot of corn around this town, and there was a lot of owls flying around, white owls, a lot of white owls flying around. I'm not going to say lechuzas because they were literally owls. That wasn't that big because there was a lot of white owls flying around. Uh, I just don't know which how we entered Texas from there, but he didn't live that far away off the. I don't know. It had to be to me. I felt it had to be somewhere up there towards the Dallas area where we dropped them off at. Uh, God's Marine said it smells like nasty wet dog hair, sulfur on fire. But that's what you smell, primo.
Yeah, yep, sober. He also says, as I passed, it launched at my car and tried to wipe it off the road, kind of like what cops do in a pit maneuver.
Lawrence Morgan, he got physically attacked by something. Didn't see one night when he was trying to lock his back door. It hit me in the head and dragged me across the backyard.
Ah,
There were
ah,
hand marks from me grabbing.
that's so. I'm not the only one that's been dragged, huh?
The dirt trying to get away. It's crazy. It's a close up. Anyone wants to see, it'll give name of
Good
show.
evening, Boat Gun. How you doing?
Hitchhiking is dangerous. Yeah, man. And of course, one of the things that did happen while we're trying to see if we could find it, our hairs were, you could, the hairs were standing up. I could sense something evil around because I had goosebumps all over my body. So I started praying because I knew what we hit was not something that was living, but it was something that manifested that way. They can manifest into anything.
Well, Lawrence, if it hit you from behind, it might have been the huggibus succubus.
That messed up, man.
Left you all messed up, dragged you
Man,
across the yard.
Lawrence, Lawrence is cool, man.
Him,
Uh,
and
yeah, they like to
him
backstab
and
you,
he,
man. They'll back.
he was making fun of me yesterday when I got dragged under a bed.
Yeah, people, they'll backstab you like that,
Yeah,
no?
you know what they say? If you hear a voice in your ear and you get a pain, it's a huggabus succubus.
See, yeah, I'm gonna share in a moment some stories. So with you all of what I've witnessed, and I'm gonna go into detail, man, because I feel that we need to go into detail of the things how they happen, like in detail every little thing that happened. I'm gonna share a story right now. There was I had to be like in third grade or fourth grade, which would be like what third and fourth. That's what like 8 or 9 years old, something like that. Third, let's see, first it would be 6, 7, 8. I was either 8 or 9 on fourth grade or fifth grade, somewhere around there, third or fourth grade, and I was in my backyard. And I got to the backyard because my mom always would make me cut the grass and stuff like that. I had already cut a lot of the grass, but cilantro grows wild, and well, we had cilantro that was growing wild. So my mom told me just to leave the patches of cilantro, to leave that alone, and just cut around it. So I kind of cut around all that, and of course, when I would cut our grass, I had to cut my grandmother's grass too. So she was giving me orders of how to, what to do over there. So I had already finished cutting the grass, and I shot up the lawnmower, and I'm just taking a break, you know, in the backyard. And as I'm standing there taking a break in the backyard, uh, uh, I hear somebody say something to me. So I'm looking uh, towards the fence where I heard somebody say something to me, but I don't see nobody there. So I'm looking, and then next thing you know, I hear something say to get close to it. So I'm looking to see what's talking to me, and what I see is a big black cricket that is at least 4 to 5 foot long on on a log. I was able to see it. It was color black, and he kept them every time he spoke. The things moved on it. Like I don't know. It was like tremble. Like uh, tremble. So I'm trying to. I'm looking at it, and it's telling me to go to it, the cricket. So I take a step towards the cricket because I never seen something that big before. It was huge. I was like, but it's talking to me. Like telling me to get close to it. So as I'm trying, it's calling me to go to it. It's like I'm going to it, but I'm hesitating, and as it tells me to get a little bit closer, right? Uh, I hear a voice yell at me and say, "Stay away from it. Es la cosa mala. Keep, no te la rimes. Es la cosa mala," which means don't get close to it. It's the evil one. So my grandmother's the one that told me to stay away from it. And when I did not go forward to it, it disappeared in a puff of smoke, and it smelled like sulfur. Uh, when I looked towards the log, it was gone. It just vanished in thin air. And that was because it literally looked like a giant cricket, but it was all black. My grandmother said, "Don't you ever get near anything like that ever again." That's she said that was la cosa mala. That was evil. And it left a stench of sulfur. So that was like one of the first times of me like being young, even though I was already going through things, that I had to learn that you just because something is calling you, you know, just the kids have an imaginary mind. But my grandmother seen it, and she told me not. When she told me not to get near it, that's when it disappeared. It couldn't get what it wanted. So, but it was a big black cricket that was speaking. It was literally talking to me. I couldn't see a mouth on the cricket, but it was literally talking to me, maybe possibly spiritually. So this one, I'm just sharing that event that happened to me. That even my grandmother seen it, and she told me don't ever get close to it again because that's la cosa mala. Well, the cosa mala would be the evil one, no
Yeah,
primo?
exactly. The evil one.
Uh, let me let me. So I don't know what would have happened if we would have gotten any closer, and I'm glad that I didn't get any closer to it. How you doing, Sister Madeline chat? Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, that dragon shit, man, that ain't fun, cousin. When you get dragged, especially while you're not expecting it, you get dragged. That's some freaky stuff, man.
Yeah, I see my cousin, my Theo Juan get dragged. He's been elevated up in the air and he's being dragged on the dirt by an unseen force. Till I pray to the Heavenly Father to show me what is grabbing him from the feet, and it showed itself to me. Then I told him to leave, with my faith and believe in Jesus Christ, and left him alone. If I wouldn't have done that, it would have dragged him. Only God knows where it was taking him.
So you live in Oklahoma, God's Marine, with 80 acres and multiple weapons. Well, though, if it's spiritual, the weapons are not going to do you any good.
I'm trying to catch up to the
That
comments
that's the
real
that's the
quick.
top comment right now is the one from God's Marine that he lives in Oklahoma.
Annabelle Horror House. Something about an ex.
Yeah, it is exuberance. He's actually seen it. You gotta go up two more, one more, one more than that. Now you're caught up.
Yeah, there we go. Well, the original Annabelle was a Raggedy Ann doll. For those who don't know, from the Warrens, the original Annabelle was a Raggedy Ann doll. It wasn't the doll that they show in the movie. It's literally a Raggedy Ann doll. In which I put it to the test as an experiment, and I found out that there's definitely a negative attachment to the not just Raggedy Ann, but Raggedy Andy. They had Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy. I think there might have been another character also, but as far as I know, Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy, they had some kind of negative attachments to. If I'm correct, I heard there's something dealing with the deal about the dolls. Something dealing with the dolls. I know they had a hex on it, or somebody did something, and which that's why there's a lot of activity with the dolls.
Yeah, Madeline said, "Don't bring out the dog, cousin." Said, "Don't bring that doll out, that Raggedy Ann doll." I don't know, man. And
You know what happened
the
to me,
last time
right?
that he pulled it out,
When
it smelled like
the
fish.
what happened to me with Raggedy Andy? He was the first one I had bought. I bought Andy. I brought it to the house and I had left it sitting down on the sofa. Right. Uh, I'm in my room laying down and I hear something running, like little footsteps. So I come to see what's going on over here and to see if there's anything out here because I hear something running, like little footsteps. So when I go to check where Raggedy Andy is on the couch, Raggedy Andy wasn't on the couch. Raggedy Andy was by near the TV.
Wow.
How did and then it's like that's when something didn't feel right. Because for 2 days another thing happened where I'm laying down and I hear the little footsteps, like something running, and then I feel my feet get pulled down like something's holding my feet, and I can't release my feet. When I'm getting up, I hear like the little footsteps running. So I was here like running like that. That's why I went up there and uh Raggedy. Every time I placed Raggedy Andy somewhere, it was always in a different location. So I figured that Raggedy Andy had a negative attachment. So I put it in a little case. Put some holy water in the it's a little case that's got glass around it, and I put some crosses on it. I put I think some kind of necklace, some kind of I can't remember. Like it's a mineral on it, and I put crosses on the little container. So if there was a negative attachment there, that it wouldn't be able to come out of the container. And then about Raggedy Raggedy Ann, just to see if there was something wrong with her, and certain things started happening with her, just like with Raggedy Andy. So I put both of them up. There's definitely something there, but imagine hearing the little footsteps. What that? What's that? And then you go and Andy is not on the sitting on the sofa. How I left him sitting on the couch, and he's over here by the TV. You know,
Let them move.
I see my name there. Okay, how you doing, Sister Madeline? If you want to, I can bring it up for you, Sister Madeline.
Va a correr.
Now that's a now that's a duende, man. Raggedy Andy. If you want to, just send me your address. I'll ship it to you.
uh, oh, God, Marine, I still do that. I
Okay.
even sleep with my head covered like a burrito, man. But I have a trauma from something that I saw, man. That's why I wrap up like that.
Little footsteps like La Duende when she's running.
Little,
No, I can hear them
little Daddy.
like something running.
Incoming.
I think I have. I think I have one over there. Like, you want me to get it?
Go ahead and get it, cousin. Just for shits and grins, man.
Let me see if it's in there. I'll be right back.
It's coming, Madeline. You better get on that lizard. Yeehaw! Hey, Madeline. It's because they're dragging while you're riding the lizard, Madeline. Hello, Mr. Chair. How you doing? How has your night been, Mr. Chair? Care to say the secret word? Yeah, I don't mess with no dolls, man. Before we moved, my bedroom was full of dolls. I got rid of all of them. I saw that, cousin.
We got a special guest tonight. We got a little redhead here on the show. Uh, Well, you're here for a reason. You're here for popular demand. A certain individual wanted to see you, Sister Madeline Chat.
Boogity, 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 boogity.
I don't want to touch you too long because then she try to tell me. You know what's weird about this? You know how we talk about
Uh huh.
portals? Look at her eyes, black.
Yep.
Let me put her back over there.
No corras, Madeline.
There we go.
I think Madeline has left the building.
She's here.
No, she is.
She got a. I see a little happy face there.
Last thing I said, sorry to say, was ya me voy.
So what? No, I see a little smiley from my bad, Abe. I didn't realize I was being my duende feet. Oh no. Okay, I'm backed up on the comments. Oops. I'm trying to catch up
I
real
was
quick.
just kidding, Cynthia.
She's here. The Yummy boy.
Some extra to the Muslims. Oh, there she is. Hi, Duende Queen.
I feel some energy here where I was
Well, at
holding
least
her.
you didn't say it smelled like fish like the last time.
She said, no, no te creas, aquí estoy.
I knew you were gonna run because you're a chola. You're not gonna run.
Yeah, I see some weird stuff like that. We used to work in the cotton. We were what we would do is get the weeds out of the cotton rows so the cotton can grow. So that was our job to clean the fields of where the cotton was, and we cut any kind of weeds that are around the cotton so the cotton could be able to grow. There was one day we were out there. If, don't think this is funny, but it sounds kind of funny. We were hoeing because that's what it's called. Because you use a hoe, and I'm not talking about using the hoe a certain way. I'm talking about the hand hoes. The hoes that for
So
the
you were
garden.
home for money.
It's called in Spanish called el asadón, but when you say it in English, people take it out of context. So we were hoeing the weeds out of the field, right? So the cotton could grow, and my mom's up there in front of us, and she screams, and she's saying that there's a snake, a rattlesnake. So I took up running over there real fast. I was in track. Cousin just remember so fast I could run. And I went up there, and when I looked, I seen the rattlesnake was coiled up. It was looking at her, but this snake had red eyes. So I seen the snake like it was fixing to strike, and I hit it right on top of the head. with the hoe. I hit it with a hoe, boom, on top of the head. When I hit it with a hoe, there was a puff of smoke.
Wow.
And when I looked down at the hole to see if I had hit the snake on the head, there was no snake at all. So it was a manifestation. Whatever that was evil. That it manifested into the form of a rattlesnake with red eyes. But when I made contact with it, it vanished in thin air. And it had there was like this sulfuric smell that was left behind. My mom was like in shock or kind of like in a trance-like state because he was looking at her with those red eyes. Uh, that right there was crazy because I hit it with everything I had, man, right on top of the head.
Wow.
But then when I looked, there was nothing there.
That's crazy, man.
It just disappeared.
Pimp slapped that snake. Uh oh, that's not good.
I'm trying to catch up to the comments, y'all.
Yeah, another demon, Hyman.
Yeah, my mom freaked out with it. And the only thing you could say when it disappears, right? The only thing you can say is, I'm Maria Purísima, Holy Mary, Mother, Mother of God. I think that's what it means. I'm Maria Purísima. Well, that's the only thing you can say when you encounter something like that. And those you can consider those like signs of something that's to come. Those things when they surface up like that is because there has some kind of jurisdiction. So they're coming and they're coming in, you could say, in numbers. But yes, I witnessed that in Anton, Texas. We're working in the field. It just disappeared. I mean, I hit it with everything I had, but it just vanished into thin air. My mother was like, "Where did it go? Where did it go?" And I said, "I don't know. I think it disappeared." And she was just freaking out, you know, because it was right there by. It was like maybe a foot and a half away from her, so it could have easily. If it was a real rattlesnake, it could have easily bit her, but it turned out to be something else. Well, I think what it is, it's about people that fear things. There's a lot of people that fear clowns. So the fear factor is a spiritual opening. Uh, Fear is a spiritual opening that you can get not just spiritually attacked, but physically attacked. If you have a spiritual opening, to those that go to certain locations, like combat is one of them. The other one is, but the fear factor, somebody that's locked up in jail because they didn't take care of their responsibilities, and they're in there uh, with other people
Welcome back,
that
Tony.
are there for other things that could be they've already chosen the path or just in a bad road that is they just don't care because they have to be there for a long time. As they don't care, they things happen. How you doing, brother Josh Turner? How you doing tonight? Woof. So yeah,
Yeah,
that right there, that we can vanish like that. I seen it, my mother seen it, and it's just like something that you never forget, you know, because it affects you that way.
nearly turned it into hands of
So
people.
those are things that have manifested, uh, that took a form, but then when you make contact with it or try to make contact with it, then you find out that it's not nothing that's in the flesh, but it's in spirit because I tried to hit it with a hoe and it didn't do nothing to it because it was just a manifestation or materializing and just disappeared. So I had it kind of with a rattlesnake like that. See, catching up to the comments real quick. Yes, a Raggedy Ann. So another thing that I witnessed, so we're talking about manifestations that appear and disappear. It's not just the things in that nature that they can manifest to something and appear and disappear. Had gone to I was in Harker Heights. There was this store called Mickey's, and I had taken my son, my nephew, and niece to get some. I guess they were like Slurpees, but not Slurpees from 7-Eleven, but they had us like a Slurpee machine. So I told them to get whatever they wanted. They got some big Slurpees that went out to the vehicle. I told them to wait for me. They opened up the truck. So I get out there and I'm walking towards the truck. As I'm walking towards the truck, it's like something materializes out of thin air. And I see it come out of thin air and come down like this. It hits the ground, it starts spinning, and it stops. It was how do you say it in Spanish? We call it a tostón, a 50-cent
Mm-hmm.
piece. It was a 50-cent piece coin that literally materialized out of thin air, like it came from like from another location and different. It just you could see it just come out of thin air and appear. It fell on the ground and it spun. And what was weird about this is this there's nothing there. It was just a building. So I'm looking up to see if I see an airplane or something, but nothing up in the air. But I was able to pick up the 50-cent coin. I grabbed it and I put it in my wallet and I took it with me. But it literally came out of thin air. I just don't know what I ever did to that 50-cent piece. So I might have used it. I'm not sure, but it literally materialized out of nowhere and it landed in front of me. It spun that I was able to pick it up. It could have been a blessing from Heavenly Father. I don't know.
Because I have a story kind of similar to that, man. My dad was telling me this story about when he worked on the McGee Ranch. That him, the owner, Tia Maggie's dad, and my grandfather were out there killing rattlesnakes. And he said they were walking through the fields killing the rattlesnakes, and they happened to come up on a cave. So they walked through the cave and they came out. And where the cave came out to, there was a boat tied up to a pier. So that they got on the boat and they went out into the ocean, and the boat stopped. and they looked down and they could see a bunch of sharks in the water, but they could see like a chest full of money down there, man. So my dad said that he climbed down and made like 4 or 5 trips. He didn't get it all, but he got some of it. And I was thinking, nah, man, that's a bunch of bull. But then I remembered that he carried a little black suitcase, man, that had coins in it, man. And he said when he brought all that up, they divided it up between all of them. And I remember he had that little black suitcase. It had like the masked wrestler on top of it. And I remember, man, we used to go to the store and we spent that all of that, man, on balloons, dude. All the coins that he had in that thing that I spent it on balloons, man. But I was like 6 or 7 years old, man. I didn't know any better, man. And that store owner, every time we came in with the coin, oh yeah, yeah, take as many as you want. It doesn't matter. But all I got is this one coin. No, no, take everything you want. And I would get like 5 or 6 packages of balloons, man. But yeah, they came up and found a treasure, buried treasure, dude. And shit, if I had known, I wouldn't have wasted a single coin because that was my inheritance, man. He was pissed when he found out, man. He went and looked. There was like no coins left, man. That was pretty weird, man. I thought he was yanking me around until I remembered that suitcase, the little case that he used to carry around with him. But anyway, that's my story of sunken gold, man.
Another thing that I witnessed uh appear and disappear was when I was in Germany. You, you know, back then they had who remembers the phones and booths that you could collect that they're extinct, the phone booths that you could call collect. So I'm in Germany and I'm calling back home. As I'm calling back home, the person that I'm calling is not answering the phone. So I'm a little bit upset, you know, because they're supposed to be home. But then I said, well, you know what, whatever. So I got out of the phone booth and I'm standing outside the phone booth as I barely had come out. All of a sudden, I'm hearing different sounds of birds. Like I'm talking about this sounds like whistle sounds of different birds, but I'm trying to figure out where this is coming from. And I'm looking, and the sound is getting louder and louder. So I'm standing by the sidewalk, and I look to the left, and all of a sudden, there's like a light that appears. Like the darkness has a light that comes out of it, and out of the light, there's this big fat guy riding a
What the
unicycle
hell?
or I believe a unicycle is just one tire, so it's not one tire. Or is it?
No, no.
Well, it had a big. It's got a big. It had a big wheel. Then it had a little
Oh, that
wheel,
was the first bicycle.
and the very was it?
First bicycle.
Well, that's what it was that I witnessed, right? So as I'm seeing this guy is riding this unicycle, and I'm like, how is this big guy this big on this little bike, right? On this bike, he's got like an umbrella with him, right? And when he passes me by, he's moving real slow motion. His mouth is open. He's not even whistling. His mouth is open, and all the sounds of different birds is coming out of his mouth. He passes by me, and he looks like this. He goes like this, real slow. Picks his head up, looks like this, and it was like a good 15 feet. Once he got to the 15 feet, it was like another rip in time. He goes into the rip, boom, everything's back to normal. It's like he literally just vanished in thin air. He appeared out of thin air, but through I believe like a time gap. And then he disappears in another time gap. And then I said to myself, you know what? Let me go back to the village. It's cold as F out here. It was cold. And I went back to the village. And I'll never forget how he looked. I think that had to do something with time, man. With a like a time uh something dealing with time, I believe.
Who do you think it is, Jaime?
Okay, I'm catching up to the comments. So this was a manifestation that appeared, then disappeared. I did not say I tie binary because Jesus Christ's name. I did not pray against it because it happened so fast. That is like if you would have blinked, within that time gap of 15 seconds, because it happened that rapid, then most likely you wouldn't be able to see it because it would happen so fast. But it was moving super slow. So if it was a 15-second and it was moving super slow, so it had to be like within the time vortex of it moving slow, it had to be at least like 30 seconds in our time. But since it's moving real slow, it's kind of like pausing remember the VHS, you pause the VHS and hit the button, it goes, and that's how it was moving real slow. So that's something that I see appear from the darkness and light. It came out and then it went back into like some kind of light. But you got to remember, what is Lucifer? What is Satan? What do they call him? They call him the morning star,
The light bringer.
uh, the angel of light. So maybe would have seen how he ripped into time. I seen a light, and then I seen another rip, and he went inside in there. It's like, yeah, yeah. I mean, the vibe that I got, my hairs were standing up, so it wasn't good. But I still didn't. I tried my best not to give it any kind of power of through fear or for me to belief factor. Because once I gave it this much of belief that what I witnessing was something real, that's when I started getting spiritually attacked by them out there in Elm Scroll. I lived in Elm Scroll from 2002 all the way to 2016, I believe. Someone says, Jesse, I think there's a troll in the chat. Let's see here. Let's find out. Reading the comments. Anything else that you remember of cousin that has appeared and disappeared?
Hmm. Appeared and disappeared. Let me think, man. Let me think. Uh,
I mean, you said that. I mean, you could share a story like when you was in the bad road or what you would see.
Vader.
Well, because you talked to me about the gremlins, something about gremlins, right?
Vader, it's been a long time, man. Welcome back. Where'd you leave your brother at, man? He was in here the other day.
Either
Mm-hmm.
who's his brother, Penny?
Alex, the Vato Adepts.
Oh, that's
That's right.
right. Yeah, I ain't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, and Jaime. Welcome home, Red Runner. How you doing? let's see, because of the
Okay, I already know who it is. This guy right
hmm
here. That's you already know who that
yeah, I've
is.
just been letting him. I've
So
been letting him hang himself, man.
yeah, I'm trying my best to to continue to talk, but he's here to interrupt the chat
He's
because
talking about other,
he really truly doesn't know who the Heavenly Father is.
he's
Because
talking about other stuff
I mean,
other
when you have to,
than what we're talking about, cuz.
yeah, I'm saying that he's here and he has nothing to say about what we're talking about. He's just trying to like interrupt the feed. But I already know who it is. I've been on who it is. I try to give people a chance, but there's an example of what I'm talking about, brothers and sisters. When people decide to troll, that they come in numbers, and I know who they are. I try to be a nice guy. So okay, I'm going to allow people to hear what we have to say, but I'm not going to say nothing negative about them because they'll try to use that and spin it. So the only thing I can do is block them.
Yeah, that Marine got to go, man. He's a troll.
I don't know if somebody sent them away already or not.
Yeah, I know, Jaime. I've been watching him, but I can't block him from here, man. I've
Here you
been
go. I
I've
sent
been
I, s- I send them
I've been
off.
suspicious.
I
I've
send
been
them off
suspicious of him
already.
since because he was from
But
Oklahoma.
you already know who that is,
hmm
man. It's the same guys. It's like if y'all don't have content, man, and y'all can't have a show that without going messing with the other people, then I seriously think you should just bring down your channel and not even do anything. Because you spend more time trolling people than they having good work. They're working on something like we be doing and other groups be doing. Uh, why are you here? I mean, I don't go troll you in your channel because it's not interesting to me. Why are you here?
Quit stealing, motherfucker.
Trolling. What's the purpose? You've done been caught so many times with your fake profiles. Why are you even here, man? You know, talking about you miss. Well, I ain't gonna say it. We're not even gonna talk about this fool. Let's continue on with the show.
Yeah, cousin. There was a man at the ranch where we lived out there in at the Penitent Ranch, man. When I used to walk home, when I used to walk home to out of that to from town to the ranch, there was 2.5 miles. I told you when I passed the roadside park, there was always something like a cow, man, that used to follow me down the fence line. I could never see it, but I could hear it just moving right behind me, man. I never understood why it would move at me, man, but I couldn't see it. I could never see the cow, but it would always follow me. Every night that I walk home, it would follow me moving. So I'm thinking it might have been a skinwalker, man. You ain't ever seen a Mexican run? I think when I would hear that, I would beat your time in track. I could run those 2.5 miles in less than 5 minutes. Yep, he was in here the other day, baby. He was having problems with his profile, man.
Okay, there we go. I already know who that is, and I'm getting rid of this guy too. Uh, before I want to give you, I'm going to give an opportunity to explain yourself. Uh, Vader, why do you always say Ivy hand pink waving? I'm just asking. because there's been other profiles that come and say the same things. So are you affiliated with those people? I mean, why are you here? And we ain't seen you in a very long time, but why are you coming in here? You came in with that other guy? I believe so. See any other comments that he says here? He said everyone missed you 100%. I'm just trying to figure out why do you have to say what does it stand for? What does it represent? Because there's only one person that I talked to one time is talking about that they seen a pink something pink. I mean and that's all I see from a lot of fake profiles that come in here is Ivy Hampton waving it. Are you talking about I mean I'll give you an opportunity to explain what that means. And he always do when other people come and infiltrate. Green lights, yes.
Zuber says he thinks it's an emoji spelled out, Abe. Hand pink waving is waving the hand. Lauren says it's the emoji
Well,
thing.
that's the thing. No, not really, man. Minimum wage.
Yep, yep. But what? Maybe $3 an hour, somewhere around there.
Minimum wage back in the day in the 80s, probably like man, not even minimum wage because we're minors,
Well, for,
so we're getting paid like 250 or 275.
well, for,
My parents were getting paid the minimum wage, but we're getting paid less because we're underage.
Waspus Bear says the pink hand waving.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, if you spell it out, sometimes it doesn't post the emoji, says Lawrence. Welcome, Coral Fishing. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Bader says he was your first moderator, one of the first subscribers. Abe, I remember you, Vader. I remember you. You were here before I came in.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, shit, man. We've been infiltrated so much that I don't know who's who nowadays, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, Coral. Nice to have you back. Welcome back.
That was in here.
Yeah, that dude was the one that needed to get kicked, man. God's Marine. He was the troll, man. He was posting nothing but weird stuff, man.
Yeah, because that's all they know how to do. You know, they want to come interrupt the show and stuff. You know, that's
Uh,
okay.
Runner says Vader modded with him. I remember you, Vader. I remember you were here when before I got here. Javier Ramirez does use that
Oh,
emoji a
that's
lot.
great.
Exuberance. Mr. Vader, we apologize. Sorry, Vato. It's just that
All you
we've
know
been
is what
modding.
you seen what happened to what's the name Overbill Automotive. He was affiliated with Corner the Cob. Uh, you know, and I've got several evidence of that he's affiliated with him. That he even said that he wants to fight me. So I said, yeah, well, you want to fight? Well, let's fight. You know, he disrespected my wife. Uh, all I'm saying is these individuals have come up against spiritual encrypted encounters with the fake profiles and the people that are affiliated with them. Uh, they continue to play the games, but they don't want to man up.
It is very aggravating, Lawrence, and my cousin is at his wits' end, man. He's ready to put some people and stomp them into the dirt, man. Enough is enough. 5 years is a long time, man. Yeah, almost all. Yeah, all the OGs are here. You need Devora and who else is missing that was from back in the day?
Yeah, but we've been having the problem with the trolling for even then, man. We were having problems. It was pretty bad then. Uh, I got a picture of all the accounts that were trolling me. Somebody even had my name on it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember that. I remember that. Anyway, just
Accounts
like
had my name on my picture. They were stealing my picture and placing my name on it.
anyway, man, just like today's theme, the dude came and disappeared.
Yeah, he came here. No, I try to give people a chance to maybe get their head out of their arse and just tune in, listen, and participate like everybody else is participating. But they continue to try to interrupt, so I had to let them, send them away. And most likely that was corner on the cob.
Well,
That's what he does.
he did say he was from Oklahoma.
Yeah,
That was the
that's
first
what he
red flag
does.
that
He was talking about he got all kinds of weapons. Doesn't matter what kind of weapons you got, bro. You can have all kinds of weapons, but doesn't mean that if somebody finds you, that you're gonna have the weapons there with you. It might be too late by then. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You're not gonna have the weapons with you always. Catch you off guard with your pantalones down con el elote del culo. It's gonna be too late then. Yeah, and he wasn't in the Marines. I mean, for he can't even pay child support. He's mad. He's mad because uh I have a news group called SCE, and we just put him on blast there. The reason we put him on blast there because he comes and interrupts the shows. So I'll put him on blast. I don't care.
yeah, we've been blasting them all
I don't
day.
care about.
Oh!
I don't care
we,
about the.
bla- we blasted him so good, but he made that face for that picture.
Yeah, let me share it with y'all. Let me share that picture with y'all so you can see how this fool looks. I'm gonna share the picture with you. Let me send it to my thing. I'm gonna share the picture and put on here how this fool looks. Since they came in here disrespecting the show, I'm gonna show you, man, how a person that's demonized or probably high on meth looks like. Just because they came in here acting like a pendejo. Tell them what that means, primo.
Pendejo? Yes.
No, tell
It's
them, tell them. I said, just for him coming in here acting like a pendejo. Let me translate it for him in English.
pendejo means stupid. It's stupid.
So here it
No,
is. I'm gonna share it to the members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Since he wants to make his presence known, I'm gonna show you how this fool looks. I'm gonna show you. Okay, here we
hey,
go.
Josh wants you to send him a link, cousin.
Okay, wait up. Let me show this fool.
All right.
and I'll send him a link. Where's this idiot at? Uh, well, I haven't shared it with you yet. Here you go. I'm gonna show you how this guy that's been trolling me 5 years looks like, because he's always here interrupting my show, being disrespectful, and then he wants to get everything out of a sequence to disrespect the show or try to make us look like the bad guys when they're the ones coming in here trolling. This how nasty this fool looks.
He says, "Papi, qué rico."
Look at that guy, high as a kite. This is the fool that was in here talking about he was
A Marine.
something Marine. He thinks he's corn on the. He's got so many fake troll profiles. Corn
Yeah,
on the
honey.
cob. Look at this fool.
He wants some French fried potatoes.
He's he's from Oklahoma and he said he's got a lot of weapons.
I think I see where he's pulling the weapons out of. Prison pocket.
That's en- that's enough for that fool. We don't need to see him anymore. That's a nasty Jezebel. We're gonna call him Jezebel.
Yeah,
That's
man, I can't help it.
nasty.
When I see that picture, I can imagine him saying, "Papi, qué rico."
Okay, let me send the link to brother Josh.
I can't stop laughing, man. Oh man, I think I overdid it on that one, cousin, but it was hilarious.
Man, that dude just he looks freaked out, man. Let me
He was dropping the chalupa, Lawrence.
okay, let me find brother Josh here. What the hell's going on? This it's acting weird. Wait up, cuz let me try to. I don't know if it's my
Welcome,
connection.
Pablo 55. How you doing? Nelly says she loves this show. It was funny that face right there. There was no other thing that he could be saying with a face like that.
That's a face only a mother will love. And she's blind. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Welcome, Flaco 1488. They
Okay,
took
let's
your
see him.
boy. Who took your boy, Flaco? Mm-hmm.
There's a link. I sent brother Josh Turner a link. Let me
Let's
go
go
back
for
to you,
Wolf.
cousin.
Let's go for Wolf. Let's go for Wolf.
Here we go. Oh my gosh.
Hey man, that was the face he was making because he was being hugged by the Huggibus Succubus.
I sent you a
he,
link, brother Josh.
he
Send
felt
your
pain
link,
in his
brother.
back. He felt the pain in his back. Oh crap!
Uh, Brother Lawrence, his eyes are like that either because he's high on meth or he's possessed. One of the two. I believe that's why he's got multiple personalities with trolls, and he's infatuated with trolling me because I have a Heavenly Love Foundation, and it is being bonded. So that's the battle between good and evil.
I know exuberance, but it was funny, dude.
Oh man,
I can see talking about succubus guy. I can't get that out of my mind. I just want to hug. Oh man, my throat
we
started
waited
hurting. What's up,
for Brother
Smurfy?
Gus Turner to show up.
What the?
I sent him a link.
Yeah, runner. Yeah. Wow. I've never checked out a
Look,
show.
he kind of looked like a water boy when he's like, "Mom, Mama said," not like water boy, like the father, or
Take the money,
Roberto.
Dopey. Take the money, Dopey.
Take the money, don't pay.
Yep.
That's what it looked like, Roberto.
Ay, viste, sabes.
Oh man, I did that for that fool because he come here disrespecting the show every night, man. Every night,
Hey man,
every night.
you bring him in, man. I'll roast him. I'm a troll roasting song, bit.
How you
What's
doing,
up,
brother?
guys?
What's
How you
up,
doing,
little
Wolf?
man?
I'm gonna probably take his month to be driving, so I'm gonna take my picture off of there because it's gonna be all over the place because I'm driving. I'm working.
Okay.
Yeah, as work something that Dirty Ike doesn't know anything about. Uh, Having
Yeah.
a job and washing and bathing, adult stuff.
Well, you seen the picture I just posted, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
How
very,
you
I mean,
look?
they
very,
keep
very
talking
cute.
about how we're like demon possessed and all this. So look at that picture, dude. Look at this guy. I mean,
Oh,
this
he's
dude is like
possessed, all
gross,
right.
man.
He's possessed, all right, by a huggy succubus. Oh,
Probably giving
Somebody
free
says they want to
hugs.
see the
He's
picture.
giving away free hugs up
Yep.
there.
made him speak Spanish. Papi, que rico.
I just don't. Hey, before I
He's
show this picture,
perico
y'all
for
better
sure.
do the sign of the cross. I don't want no demon spirits transferring to anybody from this guy. Uh, Shoot, I'll have to go in there and find it. Let me go in there and find it real quick before you share it. Yeah, that's one nasty looking son of a gun, man.
The Roach King, dude. That's a good name for him, man. I'm gonna tell you. Well, the thing is, I mean,
Yeah.
for people who don't understand and don't know, the situation with this guy, what they don't understand is you're not dealing with normal people. This guy's got a mental illness. He has literally created a fantasy world where he did something horrible, abhorrent, and instead of taking any ounce of responsibility for it because he knows it's big time trouble, he's created this narrative that these other little idiots that have latched onto, that there was this grand conspiracy, and everybody he doesn't like, he throws them in there with that little whatever. And, you know, there was this conspiracy to take away his kid, and it's like and then he gets people to give him money. You know what I mean? Like it's, oh man.
Yes,
That picture says 1,000 words, but
right there, right there. You look. You can
there you
look.
go, Vader. There you go, Vader. There's the picture we're talking about.
When we talk about someone being demonized
Oh, he's
or
being
something high on them,
demonized.
there you go. He high on some shit.
Lo que le están dando, Vader.
Look at that.
She looks like a Walking Dead.
I don't know. In in mechanic lingo, I think he lost his rear seal.
Yeah,
Oh.
he freaked out right there.
Oh, I got an idea.
Look like he's high on some shit, or freaking I don't know if he's messing around with the corn,
No, he's getting the corn, all right.
or he's being demonized. One of the two. One of the three.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, just making sure because the thing was kind of going in and out with you guys. I could hear part of what y'all were saying.
Okay, here we go. Let me get you all back in
Welcome,
right
no
there.
BS for me, please. Welcome.
Do y'all want to pretend like he's here as a guest on the show?
Yeah, I can. I'll do his voice. I'll be him. How about that?
All right, there you go.
You go ahead, Mr. Abe. You ask me anything you want. I'm gonna tell you, and all the other Mexicans will be lying.
Mexicans.
So,
I
according
don't
to
know. Every time I
Kyle, how
talk to a
come you don't pay
Mexican,
child?
I don't have to pay child support because I'm 152nd Cherokee. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Blackfoot. You can go up your ass.
Every time I meet a Mexican, they're always
Oh,
trying to give me chalupas. They're like, chalupa mi verga.
yeah. I'm gonna kick you in the ass, make you drop that chalupa.
How
See,
come you
that
got so
kind of
many?
talk right there, that's exactly why I don't do anything around Mexicans, because y'all are sneaky and dirty and you'll stab me in the butt. That's why I don't trust you. When I was
Oh,
locked
you
up before, that's what happened.
got stabbed in the butt? Uh-oh.
Yes,
Sounds
sir.
like
And I'm
you.
not gonna let it happen again unless it's willingly. I only do that on
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays and Sundays.
So when you were locked up and they asked you what were you there for, did you say good times?
And let me tell you something. What kind of times I had is none of your concern. You
Sounds like
concern
they were pretty
yourself
good times.
with your own business.
Well, I don't know about that, man. I had a friend of mine that said you used to hold on to his pocket when you were in there.
I stuck my finger in his belt loop. It wasn't his pocket.
Yeah. The prison, you know what? Is a prison, you know what, man? You'd probably have to iron his chon chon.
Let me tell you something. What y'all don't understand is that I got an army of trolls behind me now. Okay? They all believe in my bullshit.
Huh? Bullshit rolls downhill.
So, Mr. Ike, this is Josh Turner. I have a question for you. What is your purpose in hanging out with people who do black magic and put curses and spells on people? Is there a reason why you do this? Well, I'm trying to bring them. I'm trying to teach them about the Lord. We only let them do magic spells against evil people like yourself and Mr. Abe and Jesse. We don't do magic spells against good Christian people. We only do it against the bad people and minorities.
Brother
Oh my!
husband, don't answer that.
Oh my God!
So,
Oh my,
Ike, let me ask you another question. Why are you hanging out with your sister all the time? Well, it's because we're common law married now. It's me and her and my mom and her husband, and we're all married together in one big cult.
that's messed up, man. I've heard about sister wives, but yeah, mother wives too. Mm-mm.
See, I
Well,
like
you don't
the
know
the
what it's
gravy
like
train.
unless you've had some good mama loving. Mama loving's the best.
Hello, Beyond the Box. How are you? Good Lord.
What's up
I thought
with
I
the fake profiles? All the Trump profiles that you have.
You're
Why do you have
just
so many?
jealous because you don't have all the time that I do. You don't. You're jealous, Mister Abe, because you time that I do to make all these fake profiles. These profiles that I made, I'm very proud of them. I have 3,397 of them, and I use them to go to various places like Blondes and Booze, Texas Porch, BMR, Your Stupid Channel, Josh Turner's PRT, who I hate the most, and then Jesse and Joe from Hellbent Holler. Now, look, I recently offered them an olive branch, and that little evil witch, she slapped it away and said, called me a ghoul. Now, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Y'all are all going to jail, and then you're all gonna go to hell. And you're gonna burn forever and ever for being whatever. Well, for you guys, it's because you're Mexican. Mexicans always are gonna burn in hell, but those people, they're white people, but they had the opportunity to, make amends and do what was right and apologize for attacking me because I threw some rocks and said it was Bigfoot. I don't appreciate that. I'll tell you something right now, but no one, nothing and all is going to save Josh Turner. He's going to jail for conspiracy. What was it I said that happened? He son, yeah, that's right. Some bullshit like that and whatever. Uh, but yeah, that's what happened. So you guys keep laughing. Go on, laugh, Jesse. You just had your fun right now because Vinci, y'all all jail for conspiracy, and I got 22 people that believe that shit.
heard you were your own grandfather.
Wow. So, Ike, let me ask you a question. How did you convince your 22 followers that you? Because I know you have 22 people that listen to your show, and the rest are all you, basically, or family members. How did you convince all these people to go along with your nonsense? I mean, are you some kind of like magician or what? Well, I've been accused of being a sorceress, a sorceress, whatever you want to call that. But I only did black magic in the name of good, with another little gay dude called the Wizard. We call him the Wizard. Um, he's his face does kind of look like it's melting, like Emperor Palpatine. But we joke, we have a good time. We compare faces and see which one's uglier. I shouldn't have said that, but anyway, yeah, that's what we do. He lives over there in Britain, in the Great of Britain, somewhere. It's another state, but yeah, he's putting spells on y'all though as we speak. It'll make your pee pee fall off, because
So, I got a question. How much did Black Magic charge you?
see, that's the kind of disgusting behavior, like chalupa vergas, the chupala vergas that you guys are always coming up with. That's why Mexicans are all going to go to hell because y'all are always doing that kind of stuff. Talking about my preoccupation with corn and chicken. I like corn and I like chicken because I was raised in the country on corn and chicken, unlike you city people who was raised on free joles. And enjoy
They're
them,
called
Joe.
fried jolets. They're called fried
You're
jolets. Get it right, man.
you're gonna go to hell with your fried free joles. You go
I'm
on
gonna
with that,
slap
okay?
you in the face with a jalapeno.
So, Mike, let me ask you a question. When you were in jail, did you have any jalapeno peppers in your culo? I don't know what the coolio is, but I did eat a lot of jalapeno peppers. Yes, I did. The long way, like I do corn.
Mm, that's a good way.
I like that. I like that elote. It's tasty. It's really good. I like the way that creaminess that comes out of it when you just keep on eating it. It's good. I love that stuff. It's
So you like
awesome.
that cream? You like that cream corn?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Me and my sorcerer's friend, the Wizard, we both like the creamy corn.
I bet you do. You like to get your corn creamed.
And I heard y'all the other day making fun of Kool-Aid Woman. Kool-Aid Woman is my new high priestess of the cult of Ike, and she's putting spells on y'all too. and she is also a wizard. She is a sorceress, whatever you want to call it. She does that, but it's in the name of good. It's in the name of good.
I heard she ride the vacuum cleaner instead of a broom. She updated.
Yeah, I heard it has more suction.
That's what I heard.
See, y'all are just disgusting. You're talking all this bad Mexican stuff. That's the problem with y'all. I'm just telling y'all gonna go to hell because you're attacking the man of the Lord. You're attacking me. You're all attacking me.
We ain't attacking you yet, man. We're just trying to get your cornhole ready for what's coming.
I don't know what you're talking about because y'all the ones all going to jail for conspiracy, trying to kidnap a child. That's what y'all doing. What's happening. So, Ike, let me ask you a question. What happened with the psychosexual evaluation? Why are you not taking it? See, that's a private matter between me and the courts and the people that are accusing me of these horrible things that I did not do. If it did happen, it was an out of body experience, and aliens came into my body and did all of them things. That was not me. That was all make believe, made up by evil people like Josh Turner, and so. None of this ever happened. You can, if you don't believe me, just ask Jessica, my high priestess. She'll tell you if she's not eating a salami sandwich.
So it was an alien. Did you get the probe?
Aliens are demons. Aliens are demons, and they do probe your booty hole. Yes, they do that. They absolutely they
Mm,
stick the probe up in there and they get it moving
mm,
all around real good and stuff. Yeah, it does. They do
mm,
that.
Knuckle deep, huh?
Just keep on making jokes now, you silly Mexicans. It's all the jokes gonna be on you because y'all gonna be burning and smoking in hell. Okay, I'm just saying.
Oh, I gave up smoking a while back, man. I don't smoke no more. Sorry.
Well, the only thing I smoke is meth. I'm joking. I was talking about Josh Turner and Abe. They smoke meth. Not me. They smoke meth. They're meth smokers. They smoke it. Just look at their evil eyes, their evil eyebrows. Look at them.
Yeah, that's not what Huggibus Succubus told me. He said you smoked the baloney pony. You were like,
I
oh,
don't.
this was
I
in
do
my
eat
door.
fried bologna quite a bit because that's just something that's a white trash delicacy.
I don't know, man.
But no, I don't smoke bologna. I
I don't
smoke
know, man.
rocks. I
I
don't
heard you
smoke the
say,
bologna.
I heard you, I heard you say, oh, this isn't a Marlboro. Woo-wee.
It was disgusting, and it needs to be taken off of the air. All 22 of you to go and report this channel and the Mexicans that are running it. All these damn Mexicans, Jesse and Anthony and Nelly and Josh and all these other people, Abe Spice. I'm so sick of y'all. Y'all are disgusting, and I bet your whole house smells like frijoles.
Actually, it smells like your butt. It smells like chorizo.
Bunch of Vegeta jalapeno eating fuckers. That's all you are. You're just a bunch of sickos. I'm a good, holy, righteous man. In my house,
Oh, you're
everyone
holy.
prays to
Oh, you're
me.
holy. According to Huggy Succubus, you're really holy right about now. I seen the picture. I'm looking right at it.
Yes, I remember him. I was trolling and watching y'all's show like I do every night because I don't have a job and I'm in between jobs for the last 10 years. Y'all know that. And you make fun of me because I was injured in the line of duty as an officer of the law. Like I told Josh Turner one night on the phone, I was answering a call and I had to deal with accident that happened and it was horrible when I was an officer of the law and so y'all make fun of me for being an officer of the law, but there's different ways to be officer of the law. You don't have to be a peace officer. You can be a an officer, a civilian officer. Citizens Patrol. I started this group. It was called Citizens on Patrol, and we went around and we wore pith helmets, and we told people like, hey, your trash cans have been outside a little too long. I'm gonna have to take a little peek around and go to your backyard and see what you got back there. And so I was peeping in people's windows and do, but it was in the name of good to try to make sure that they weren't fornicating and doing bad things that they shouldn't have been doing. And if they were, I turned them in to the Lord so that they
Mhm.
could receive their just punishments. So yes, yeah, I was an officer of keeping the
Yeah.
peace.
I'm sorry you were injured in the line of booty.
Yes, and I was on disability because I hit myself in the face with a lock because there was a fence, a
Mm.
gate that was too heavy for my little arms to lift.
Mm. Well, you need to lift weights instead of what you've been doing. I mean, the weights are lifted this way, not this way.
So, Ike, let me get this straight, man. You used to walk around the neighborhood and give people what, like citations for? Yes, that is correct. I used to walk around the neighborhood with my mama, my mama wife, and we would walk around the neighborhood and we would just take a little peek around the corner just to see what people were doing. Um, and then we would judge them accordingly if they were being bad. So that's what we did. Yes. So you would judge people, and then what would you do if you caught them being like really bad? What would you do? Well, if they were being really bad, we'd go home and we'd reenact what they were doing, just to see how bad it was. That's what me and my mama did. Jeez, you did that with your mom? Y'all reenacted it? Yes, yes, we did. And there's nothing wrong with that. I've been breastfeeding for 47 years, and there's nothing wrong with that. You are the one that's disgusting, and you're just mad because your mama passed away and you can't breastfeed. That's your problem. That's y'all's problem. I drink that wholesome milk. That's what I don't drink cow's milk. Okay,
Oh, I know what kind of milk you drink.
that whole nut milk. Oh my gosh, he drinks the seed milk. Milk does the body good. Shut up, Mexicans. Shut up. Y'all are just making fun of me. I'm a man of the Lord.
I see you got a milk mustache.
He likes the salty milk.
So let
Oh
me ask you a
man.
question, Ike. Why do you like trolling Abe so much? Well, I like the troll PRT, but y'all have too many mods, and that y'all got all them people in there now, and so it's a little harder. Plus, I sleep 17 hours a day, so when I wake up at 1 o'clock, I just see that Abe and Jesse are on, and I'm like, well, time to go trolling. Um, and y'all see me trolling, and y'all be hating. That's all it is, and y'all are mad because I'm a white man. I'm a pure white man, and y'all are Mexicans. Wait, wait, wait. Hold on. You said you're a pure white man. I thought you were 132nd Cherokee, and that I made fun of you and called you an Indian. Yes, that's right. You did, and yeah, and I'm definitely a pure blooded Cherokee. That's what I am. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, because I would never call you an Indian because you're not. You're just a fat doughy white guy. Well, that's what you say. That's what you call me. But I'm gonna tell you right now. I am very light skinned. I'm a very light skinned native man. Very light
Yeah,
skinned.
you're
I'm
pale.
considered one of the beautiful Cherokee people because of my light fluorescent skin.
No, no, no. I don't think that's fluorescent skin, man. I think you just pale. Ah, pale face.
Y'all are so evil. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Josh Turner. When are you going to confess to the evils that you have done and perpetrated on the community, on the cryptid community? Me and my friends, we have uncovered a lot of bad things, a lot of evidence. We have a ton of evidence. It keeps pouring in. It just keeps pouring in. And so one day, all this evidence is going to come out, and you're all going to be in trouble. Wow, that
Hmm.
sounds like like kids writing letters to the North Pole. Is it that bad? Is it like a big pile of letters like you would see Santa Claus with? Is it that big? Yes, it is. It's like it's 10 times the size of the letters that the Santa Claus gets at the North Pole.
Well, that's a mighty big
Yeah,
pile.
it's a pile of evidence against you and against all the other Mexicans on this channel and on the Blondes and Booze and on the Hellbent Holler and on all the other channels of people that I hate. Bettina Moss, we was talking about her earlier. She's what's her involvement. My high priestess is looking into her. We're going to try and wrap her up into this too. Um, so we're gonna find out what everybody's role was in this horrible thing that I did. Because I'm not the only one doing bad. I'm just saying y'all are all bad, and the fact that I did what I did, I'm gonna try and pawn it off on everybody else. Um, but it's all gonna come out in the end. It's all gonna work out, and y'all all gonna go to jail. So people just keep giving me donations and keep helping support me. Let's go ahead and help me bring my son home. The quickest and easiest way for that would be for me to take the evaluation, but I'm not going to do that because if I did that, I'd just be playing right into the hands of evil. And everybody knows I'm not an evil man, so I don't got nothing to prove to nobody. And y'all just need to stop with this bullshit. That's all I'm saying. And if y'all stop, then I'll quit trolling. Okay? Because it's been a year and a half of me having to troll y'all that you know about. Now you don't know about the other 2 years, but um, I might have just outed myself. Well, it doesn't matter because my listeners are so damn demented and stupid that they'll actually just keep on believing all the shit I say. So it really doesn't
Well,
matter what I say or do. I could do anything. I could go on my show and shit my pants and turn around and show them, and they'd still say that it was awesome. That I made an awesome doo doo in my pants.
well, I don't know about it's coming out of the end. I know that Huggy Basectober said he put it in the end. That's why you're making that face right now. Que rico, papi.
Golly, Ike. So you're saying, Ike, you're saying that if you made a doo doo in your pants, that your audience would actually still support you, right? That's pretty bold statement. Yes, that is true. There's guys like Scott and Jessica that would still support me no matter what. And in fact, if I spoon fed them the doo doo, they would actually eat it from the spoon. Jeez Louise, man, you got those people rolled and smoked, man. I envy you, man, to have 22 people that'll do anything you say. So when are y'all planning on officially becoming a church? Are you going to try and get the 401c? I mean, are you going to become a church, or I mean, because you're obviously God to them. Are you? How's that going to happen? Well, I plan on eventually. Can we just get that picture down? I need a more flattering picture than that. Why are y'all using that picture? I have a ton of good, beautiful pictures of me and my family with open door adventures where I'm out
Okay.
there.
Hey, cousin, why don't you show
Uh,
him that picture of? Why don't you show everybody that picture of the Huggy Basectober that's got him looking like that?
yeah. Okay. I'm going to show you a picture of your significant other. I'll be right back.
La 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 la. La. Yes, quantum potential. He is. We're having a good old time over here just roasting trolls. It's my
Well, okay. Well,
favorite
see,
hobby.
the truth is though, Abe Sias and Josh Turner are the actual trolls, not me. Y'all are just y'all Mexicans are crazy. Y'all think that y'all can just go and get on welfare. See, look, the reason that I'm on welfare is because I'm 132nd Cherokee Nation. Y'all are just stealing it because y'all are Mexicans. See, that's the difference between you and me. I'm 132nd Cherokee. I'm very proud of that.
There's your boyfriend right there. That's why
Okay,
you
that
got that.
picture was not. It's not fair. I just woke up. I had just woke up from a meth bender, which I do not do anymore. I've been off of meth for like 2 hours already, and so I woke up a little. I was dazed and confused. Dazed and confused, folks. You know what dazed and confused is? It's not just a movie. It's a state of being. So when I woke up, that picture right there says it all. I was confused because I had been attacked all night long by the followers of PRT and spiritual encrypted encounters. Y'all's followers had been attacking and trolling me for the whole 17 hours I was asleep. See,
Yeah, I can
because
see
for
him on
me,
here. Where's my
Well, let me tell you
friend?
something. Because see, let me tell you something. Josh Turner sleeps 5 hours and he works 17. I do the opposite. I sleep 17. I goof off for a couple of hours, making fake profiles, and then I go to work on the show for about 30 minutes. Um, yeah, but that because it takes a lot of energy. I have to eat a lot of roaches to
Well, I don't know, man. It looks right
takes a
there
lot
like
of roaches to power this mind.
right there. It looks like
Question
you're
of
peeing
if
for your
it's
next
his
Oh,
co-host also
you need your next six
that it was
seconds.
cooking at night. I don't know if she was in transformation or something, but I'm going to share that also with the members here on Spirits from Encrypted Encounters. What's your co-host name
are you
for your
talking to
show?
me?
Yes,
Yeah,
what's your
we're talking to the white guy.
the female the co-host name
Are you
that
talking
you have
about my
on
high
the show?
priestess?
Yes,
Yeah, I know she's high.
I
I got a
believe y'all
picture.
refer to her as the Kool-Aid woman because she's very rotund.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a picture of her that I'm gonna share here, if it's okay with you.
She's very big. She's
Uh,
big, beautiful woman. Big, beautiful woman.
Yeah, pretty big.
here we go.
So, Mike, are you in love with her? Are y'all what are y'all?
No,
Ooh, God, holy shit!
there's your high
No,
priestess right
that's
there.
not her, Abe. That is not her. That is a that
Look at
would be
your
her
eyes.
if she lost another 130 pounds. That's only.
Look at those eyes. You can tell she's high. She's even wearing a crown. That's your high priestess right there.
Shit.
Well, she's wearing a crown there.
Oh
She's
my
wearing like
god.
I don't know, it's a Burger King crown, that kind of crown. She looks very
Y'all gonna
good
have to
with you.
excuse me. I need to go eat some elote, as y'all call it. I love to eat corn the long way, and I'm fixing to go eat some right now.
No, take your high priestess with you.
I go to this restaurant called Tender. I look up Tender. It's where chicken hawks go to chickens, to get tenders, and I meet people there, and we eat corn together. That's
Well,
what we do.
look at her teeth. She's been eating corn. It's got it was
Well, I'm
freshly
I'm gonna be
corn.
real honest with you. I'm not attracted to her because she don't have the kind of parts that I'm looking for. But she's dumb enough to believe that I will uh, eventually come
Look,
around and maybe take her out on a date or something. But I don't have the
well,
kind of money that I could. It takes a lot of money to take a girl like her out to eat because she's gonna be eating for a few hours. Um, so I just, I told her she could come over. She got a little mad at me the other day because I said I had a hog trough she could come over and waller in, and she got all butthurt about it, and she got a big wide butt. It's flat, but it's big and wide, and she got kind of mad. And I just said, look, you don't have what I'm looking for. I'm looking for elote, and
well,
you don't have anything but a flat butte.
look at her face. She can tell you haven't showered. She's like, what happened to the soap? Look at those eyes. You can tell she's been sober for an hour.
She looks. That picture looks like the woman from the movie. What's it called? Hellraiser. That's what it looks like. But it's way better looking than Kool-Aid Woman. In my personal opinion, I don't want to be too offensive or anything, but it does. That right there, she looks like a dream girl compared to Kool-Aid.
We had a good old time, cousin. We've been on for 2 hours.
It looks like she's head over heels over you, corn on the cob. I mean, Dirty Ike. I mean, Damon Peterson.
Hello,
Look like
Ned.
I
How
she's
have
you
head
so
over
I
doing?
have
heels over
so
you.
many of them. There's, like I said, three
Like she's
thousand three hundred
madly in love
ninety-seven
with
of them.
you. Look at her eyes. Look at the hearts in
You-
her eyes.
Glad you're enjoying the show, Ned.
She looks like she's madly in love with you.
She's like, I want to
Yeah,
have your
when
baby.
they say all eyes on me, there you go. All eyes on you, man.
Look at that forehead. She's ahead of herself. Ooh.
Hey, if y'all want to talk about her, I'm gonna get her on and let her defend herself. You want to hear her? I'm gonna get her right now. Let me call her up right now. I'm gonna call up my high priestess and she can defend herself. Y'all want that?
Go
Ooh,
ahead.
you scared me. You scared me.
You should be scared. She's a woman of the Lord and of the devil because she practices Wiccan, but still, okay, she's still down with us because she's one of us. So it doesn't matter who you serve or worship, as long as you hate Josh Turner and Abe Seas, you're a part of our church. That's all that matters. All that we require of you is hatred in your heart. If you have hate in your heart, let it out. That's all I'm saying. Just let it out.
All the weed that you require some weed too? Damn it, that's kind of expensive now, man.
I don't smoke weed. I already told you what I smoke. You need to stop.
All
I don't
right,
smoke the
bro.
devil's lettuce. The devil's lettuce is too calming for me.
I told you you don't smoke the devil's lettuce. I know you smoke the baloney pony. We already established
We already
that.
established that I smoke crack rock. What are you talking about?
Oh, you know, so now you're fessing up to it. I like that, man. I like when people are honest and quit lying.
But I quit. I told you it's been like 2 hours.
Yeah, that's about how long it takes to go get some, depending on your neighborhood. Did you send that witch that rides the vacuum cleaner to go get it on her vacuum cleaner?
Okay,
So
okay. Let me get her off of here real quick. Get back to the show. Let me
Let us wind down for a minute. Let him rest. I'm pretty sure his butthole has suffered enough. I'm
shit.
okay. Let me
gonna be
see.
sore in the morning.
We're gonna let
So
her
so
speak
to,
on this. Wait up. Wait up. Here we go. What do you have to say? What do you have to say? We want to hear an apology. We want you to apologize for all the BS that you started and all the trolling. I just want an apology, man. I heard you extending olive branches to people. You extended one to me. I want to hear you apologize to me. You haven't apologized to me. I want an apology right now. I demand it.
I heard you were the one that started that chupa mi muñeco, chupa mi muñeco.
Uh, he'd be saying chi wee wees.
Orgasm, Smurfy.
Where's he at? Oh, you're not apologizing? You said that you extended olive branches to everybody uh that you wanted peace. So here's your opportunity to apologize.
Oh, he got
Say
a piece,
you
all
apologize
know,
to
right.
me,
I
brother
will
Josh
not
Turner.
apologize to Mexicans. Y'all are born that way because you're evil. I don't apologize to Mexicans. I am better than you because I'm 152nd Cherokee.
Hmm. You're about to get scalped. Woo. What a day, what a day, what a night. Been a good show, cousin. Real good show. I like your guest. Look at that face he's making. He's ecstatic to be here.
It's so much better than
What's
his
going
own
on in
show,
this
you know.
picture,
Like
Ike? What's up, Ike? In this, what's the matter with you, man? How come your eyes are rolled back white like that? That's what I want to know.
I'm thinking
Look like
it
you're
has
high as a kite on there.
I think it has a lot to do with the huggibus succubus in those teeth.
Or is it that there's a roach stuck in your ear and it's crawling in your brain, making your eyes roll back?
Welcome, Valkyrie Meadows. How are you doing?
the roaches are there to feast on the mites. There's all the mites crawling around in his head. He's got a roach circus that he's trained. I could see it tomorrow in their little groups. Oh, Josh Turner and Abe C is very childish and ridiculous, making fun of us after we've trolled them for 3 years.
Yeah, I've never seen their show. So I don't know what it's about.
Oh,
What
it's
the
not going to
fuck?
be. It'll probably be on their show, but they have a group or a couple groups. I don't know, and they're always saying wild ass shit in there, dude. But they got defectors, and they need to figure out, what's going on because there's always people. Somebody I don't know who the people are because I don't know who it is, but there's always people that are passing around screenshots of what they're doing and saying. And like I said, I don't really know exactly, being completely honest, I don't know, how these people get a hold of these screenshots because they're always like, well, somebody sent it to me. And I know the people that give it to us, they're not in the group. So I don't know what's going on because I know there's several people that have left that group because they were like, man, these people are crazy. They're obsessed and they're sick, and they really are. I mean, they're obsessed and they're sick ass people, dude. When you obsess on somebody or something or other people that hard, you're mentally warped. It's a mental illness with these people, dude. I
Yeah,
mean,
I've been seeing a
I
bunch
mean,
of screenshots about what they've been saying, man, and yeah, I'm not very happy with it.
they should be focusing on their own selves and their own whatever they're doing. I don't know what they do because I don't watch their shows. But you would think that they'd be more focused on their own work, but they don't have any work. Their whole work is just based on trolling other people and using PRT and other channels to try to get clout. And get people to look at them, and it's like, look at me, and I don't get it, dude. And a lot of those people in there, they don't even have groups. I mean, they don't have shows or anything. They're just like hanger-ons, and um, yeah, if they had shows, they would be even lower than the ones that do because nobody's going to watch them, nobody's going to listen to them, nobody's going to look at them. So I don't know. They're just jealous because they can't do what we do. They can't do what Abe is doing.
No, they've been
Um,
at it longer than Abe, though. They've been at it longer than Abe. I can guarantee you that.
yeah, the trolling
Uh,
for sure. But they're not worth a shit. Like there's a lot of good topics that come across with you and Abe. That doesn't happen over there. Like their topics, and in one of them they're like, oh, he's tired. He's not doing anything because he's got nothing left to talk about. He can't, recall people's encounters, and he's too lazy to go out and get them. And so, of course he's tapping out because he's got nothing else to talk about or say.
We
It's
already
just
done figured them
ridiculous.
out. Doesn't matter what profile he uses. We know it's him because the things that he says is the same thing he says in every other profile. So he gives himself away, every single time.
yeah, we
Like
just got
especially
him out here not too long ago.
when he says boots on the ground, it's already telling you it's no investigation, which is him, Stephen Michael McGee, uh, freaking Billy the Kid, John Smith, it,
Didn't he come in the
Adrian
other day?
Peterson,
Didn't he come in
Gordon
the other
McCobb.
day as bend
He got
over?
so many. He got so much.
Jimmy just bend
Bend
over the other
over,
day.
jack off.
Oh man.
I
He
don't
got some.
think that John Smith is him because John Smith talks to I think John Smith is Jessica. I think that he may be puppeteering with her, but she's become the mouthpiece, for him, and she's the one saying all this stuff because she's, first of all, we know that besides being an obese disgustoid, she's in love with him,
Oh
and
wow!
she's a liar because she made up a story and tried to pawn it off on us, and we didn't take the bait, so she got mad. She came to our conference to troll us, and then she got together with that little disgusting girl, and this is the truth, and I don't care what anybody says. That girl that she hangs out with, I can't remember her
I'll be
damn
back.
name now. She her and her husband, they were trying to get everybody to swing with them. And so they tried to ply everybody with booze, and they thought that they were going to get people drunk and want to have a big orgy. And so when it didn't work out, they got all offended, and they were wearing like satanic, you know, paraphernalia on them. They were wearing, like satanic rings and crap like that. And she had made some comment about she was going to curse some people or whatever. And so I went up there and I confronted her and her husband, and they got all butthurt and pissed off. And at the time, Fluffington, he was all, you know, telling me what they were saying and all this horrible stuff that they were saying and doing. And he recorded them, and now he's over there hanging out with those people. Jenny, that's her name, Jenny. So he's over there hanging out with these people now, and they're all buddy buddy. But Jessica, she was there. She saw what Jenny was doing. She knows what Jenny was doing, and she pretends like none of it ever happened. Like, this woman was not doing and saying the disgusting things she was doing and saying. So these people's very foundation, is rotted. It's nasty. It's disgusting, and they've got nothing but negativity on their mind. That's why people are dropping out and trying to get away from them and not being a part of what they're doing, because they don't want to take part in the negativity anymore. Because what they're saying and doing is just absolutely abhorrent.
Yeah,
They got
it's just
nothing better
freaking
to
crazy.
do.
It's ridiculous and childish, and it's crazy, and then they don't stop. They continue and they continue. Like he was here tonight, and I booted him out. Every night that I do a live, he always shows up, trolling me. And I know Puffington or Cuffington showed up here, so I just been deleting people, man. Like kick him out of the restream and the YouTube. Uh, Hopefully, we don't cross paths.
No, it'd be
Because it
really
won't be
bad for
pretty
yeah.
for Corner the Cod, man. Because he's done messed with me for several years and many years now. How long has it been, man? Like what, four, 3, 4 years, 4 years?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been at it for a long time doing what he does. And Joe had said that he thought that he probably has thousands of profiles, man, and he's probably been at it for a long time. He got me into a war with Cryptid Huntress, before all this started, by trolling me and doing what he did. And I had no idea that it was him doing this. And um, he got me into a war. He tried to get me into a war with Helbin Holler, and it didn't work. And he tried to turn all of us against each other, but it didn't work. And so he just keeps on doing what he does. And these people who absolutely know what he's done, they know what he's all about, they know what he's up to, and they still support him. I mean, and so it's really vile, when you look and
What if
see how people
they're part
support
of a cult, brother Josh Turner? That's what I feel.
him.
That
Yeah,
they're
there's got to
affiliated
be something
cult
going
wise,
on.
like cult activity. Uh, to me, that's what I feel. Some of the people that were there at the conference, a lot of those people that are affiliated with them right now, they were at the
Oh yeah.
conference.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You know, something just ain't right with them, man. Wants to blame everybody. Everyone wants to blame everybody for the situation he's in, but that's on him. That's nothing dealing with me, with you, or anybody. That's dealing with him.
Well, something, Abe. When this all popped off, Jessica Christensen was told, the whole story. And she tried to twist it and turn it when I was telling her, like, hey, this is what's going on. She went and she tried to turn it into it was Kirk Reed. She goes, well, I think Kirk Reed did all this and he caused this and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, it wasn't him. You know, it was this guy, and she wanted to try to blame everybody but him. So you could tell, that there was like some infatuation there. That's what she was emphasis on the emphat. But she definitely had an infatuation with him, and that's why she's doing what she's doing, because she thinks that she's gonna ride off into the sunset with this dirty ass. But um, and more power to her. I mean, she really believes that. But the bottom line is this: you got two individuals who have very disgusting demeanors, and water seeks its own level. You know, like looks for like, and that's what they're doing.
So what kind of native does he claim to be?
He's like all joking aside, he's 132nd Cherokee. Now think about that. Your grandparents would make you an eighth, right? Or a quarter. I'm sorry, one grandparent would be a quarter. Your great grandparents would be an eighth. Your great great grandparents would be a 16th, and your great 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 grandparents would be 32nd. So he's 132nd Cherokee. So that means that his great 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 grandparents, one of them was Cherokee. So think about that for a second. Does that make you native? Because no, it doesn't. I mean,
No,
in the
fuck
eyes
no.
of the law of Oklahoma, maybe, but not in reality. In reality, he's just a white dude who's pretending to be an Indian, and he's not. He's pretending he's Native American. And the truth is that I know a lot of Native Americans. There's a lot of Native Americans that are affiliated with our show, and they're not like him. They don't look like him. They don't act like him, and they probably don't would not be caught anywhere near this guy. This guy is not a Native American. He's hiding behind the Cherokee Nation to shield him from his activities and what he's done. But the bottom line is he doesn't live on the reservation, but he does have a card. He flashed that card one day and it had a nasty booger on it or something. I mean, I'm not joking. It was disgusting. It had like mochals on it or whatever. And he's like, "Look, see, I'm Native American." And I'm like, "Dude, 132nd, dude. Like, come on, man." So that's how ridiculous it is. This whole thing, everything he does and says is totally ridiculous. He's a ridiculous person. He's a very ridiculous human being. But you got to remember, though, he's a psychopath who does not sleep. I mean, he does not work. So when you're up for 5 hours a day and you're supercharged from sleeping 17 hours, yeah, you're going to be up at night. He's wired up right now. He's watching us. He's listening to us because he's got nothing better to do. He's plotting and
Bro,
scheming. He uses every single one of his brain cells, and I do mean one. He uses one of his only single brain cell, and he only uses it for deviance. He uses it to lie, manipulate, and try to make everyone believe his bullshit. And now he's got this little troll group behind him of people who hate us, and so he thinks he feels empowered, emboldened. And I don't believe for a second that he or any of those people believe any of the shit they do and say. I think that they're trying to make themselves believe it. Uh, but at the end of the day, reality is still reality. And even though the supernatural is very real, we all deal with it. We talk about it. These people take it to another level of like this isn't anything supernatural. This is just them lying and twisting the truth to try to fit, a square peg into a round hole. And at the end, they keep saying, well, it's all going to come out. Yes, it is all going to come out. And you're all going to look like the liars that you are because of everything that you've done and said and for the support that you've given to this beast, you know? And they all
yeah.
know. They all know.
Well, if he's watching, I just want him to know that I 100% slap a whole tribe. I have no respect for the man, and I've never met him. If I see him, I'm gonna just smash him on sight, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to touch that guy because I don't want to get whatever illnesses he's got carrying around on him. And I even think that he's got demonic attachments. I mean, that are obsession, if not possession, that's going on with him. That's my personal opinion. I wouldn't touch him. He talks
Yeah,
about being armed because he is armed. He walks around his property armed because he's scared of the dark. He's scared of everything. And if you're that evil kind of person, yeah, you're going to be scared. I mean, he's got a lot of fears and phobias because he's a dark, evil person. And he doesn't. He's terrified of diseases like cancer and things like that. He's scared to die because he knows that judgment awaits everything he's done. He's got to know this. I mean, he's got to know this. I mean, there's no other way. How could this guy not know what's waiting for him? I mean, you know this. If you believe, if he really believes, which I don't know if he does, I think he does. I think he does believe, in God, because but he uses it like a weapon. So maybe he doesn't believe. I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. Um, but there are some things that are going to come out like real bad, real soon. And I'm not like him. I'm not just bluffing. There are people that are going to say some things, and it's only a matter of time. And he's going to have to defend, because he has said and done some pretty bad things, that people close to him know that he's done them. And so his time is short. He's like the devil. He knows that his time is short. So he's got to try and cause as much havoc and destruction as he can, before that time comes. And that's where he's at. I'm seriously, really, in all sincerity, I thank God that I am not him or any of these other people that are doing these things, because they are just vile, disgusting people. And it doesn't surprise me that they all joined together and found each other, um, to do the things that they're doing. I mean, they're abhorrent people.
That's just crazy, man.
Yeah, he's uh just starting problems. That's all he knows how to do. Yeah, yeah, profile that I kicked off here earlier. It was him, infiltrating, saying
God's
he's got all
Marine.
kinds of guns. I don't give a shit what kind of guns he got.
He
Guns are
calls
gonna.
himself God Marine. God's
I don't.
Marine.
I don't care. All the guns in the world can't help him.
No, cousin.
And
Nope.
I just wanted to share one more with you. There you go, sick bastard. Look at the method mouth. There you go.
Damn, I can see them teeth, mister. That's where that pipe goes. No
He's got
permits.
money for the gun. He's got all money for all these guns that he supposedly has, but he don't got no money to buy himself a toothbrush and some toothpaste to brush his teeth.
You, I just need $20 when I sell a rubber duck. You gotta buy me a slingshot.
What do you think about that, brother Justin? Look at that. He got mental issues. Well,
Oh
he got
yeah.
he
I
got a lot
mean,
of problems. He's gonna have to face the court system.
Well, I hope.
I mean,
I
he
hope.
come in here talking about his guns, uh, and all this stuff. What was the name of the profile, Primo?
Yeah, his name was God's Marine.
Yeah, he called himself God's Marine. And he started talking about all these guns that he was from Oklahoma, blah blah blah, like
yeah,
whatever, man.
that guy, that Marine guy, that's that Randy Pettycourt. I don't know if that's his.
He's not
That's him.
from
That's
here.
him
Yeah,
also.
it's him also. Yeah, so he uses that Randy Pettycourt, whatever.
Yeah, he's got a lot of fake profiles. He's always trying to insinuate things, trying to cover his tracks, try to blame everybody else but himself. And let me get the nasty face out of here.
Yeah, man, it just makes
He's
me want
Turn it
to.
off.
It just makes me want to laugh, and my throat is hurting already from all the laughing, man. I'm all
he's
laughed
always
out.
finding these women. He's always finding these women like Janice and forgot the other one's name, Brooks, and you know he used to
Dana
have
Ortega.
Wendy, Dana. Yeah, he always finds these women to fight for him, and I don't know what the hell they do. I don't know how they look at that guy and they think that he's sexy or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Gator, the
don't
mouth
know,
is,
man.
is got you because of the what he be smoking, man. That's why it's like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then he's got that other one now, that Jessica, whatever. She's a. But I mean, these women are not. good looking women. In my opinion, it's my opinion. I mean, some people may find them attractive. I don't know who, but in my opinion, I wouldn't. They're very ugly, very nasty looking people. All of them, they're very gross. And like I said, tomorrow he's going to rally his little witches of Eastwick, and they're going to be all on their brooms, flipping out and saying a bunch of stuff because they follow everything we do. I don't follow everything they do because I don't have time. Like I'm working right now. I'm driving around and we're doing the patrol for the job, whatever. But we don't have time to sit up here and milly mouth with these people, and saying tit for tat. I just don't. I don't personally take a whole lot of interest in what they're doing and saying. They say stuff about me every day of my life, and I just let it roll off of me. Most of it, 90% of it, because who the hell are they? You know. And then every now and then I'll poke fun or have a good time with it because they're the ones that are cutting their own selves. They're hurting themselves. They're getting maximum pain on themselves to get a little bit of pain out of me, but in the end, it's like you're hurting yourself. You're not really doing anything to me, and you're just going to keep suffering for it. But I mean, what can you do? You can't reason with people who are that vile. You can pray. That's all you can do.
I
Every
think I
now and
think
then, vent.
they were already in cahoots, brother Josh. All of them were in cahoots already. The thing that
Yeah.
that lady was trying to do over there was so they could have something on you. Oh, that's what they did that shit. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the whole thing. And they teamed up with a few other people that were scorned or told that they couldn't be doing what they were doing, and got called out on their BS. And so they all joined together in a big clique of dipshits, and so who cares, man? I know that one of them has bragged that they have 40 people. I'm like, 40 people? Because you look at the numbers and we have 39,000. I think we just crossed over 600. So 38,600 people, and what, 40 people don't like you. Oh well, I mean, whoopee do. Like, what is that? I mean, that's spitting in the
Yeah.
ocean. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you can't be everything for everyone, man. There's people that ain't gonna like you.
Yeah, they're not gonna like me, and I'm not losing sleep over it. I can tell you this: we had 740 something people in the chat today, and I'm sure that burned their ass. And um, we were talking about Mexico and vampires and witchcraft and what's going on. But they're as vile and evil as anybody down there doing any of that stuff because they're doing it too. See, that's the thing. They're doing it too. They're actually bragging. One of them, he's a very nasty little troll, and he said he was going to curse me for Christmas. And so I got this screenshot sent to us, and it was like, "Oh, I'm cursing him for Christmas," and I'm like, "Whoopie doo! This guy's already cursed me like 50 times. I mean, he just keeps doing it. Like,
Is
it's
it
just going to
the one
backfire on you."
you're talking about? The Chris guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
yeah.
I'll say it like
He
that.
just he made they put a photo of me, a very unflattering photo that where I was about 40 pounds heavier than I am now at the conference. And going up to the conference, man, I was heavy because I couldn't work out. I'd gout, whatever, and so I didn't
Yeah,
have a lot of I was not looking my best. I mean, I'm being honest. And so they took a picture of me, and he put it like like this, making it look like he was naked above me or something. This is how sick they are. And he was trying to make it look like, that I was opening my mouth to do something with him.
No, no.
Yeah. So this is what they do, and they make a meme saying, "Oh, you don't deserve me. You don't," or something like that, to that effect. But it's the sick, twisted minds that they have. You know, and so yeah, when we retaliate and say something back, and it makes us look like we're being mean or we're childish or whatever. But you got to understand something for those that are listening at home or wherever you're at. You got to understand something. We are sick and tired of this shit. We're sick and tired of these people, and yeah, you can ignore it for as long as you can, but every now and then you got to vent or say something, and be like, look, man, enough of this shit, and you're gonna strike back. You're gonna get tired of it. And I know that you guys are constantly getting hammered by these people, just getting messed with. You got to hammer them back. You just gotta,
uh, that's what I've been doing. Uh, the gay wizard. Well, He looked. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've seen people that were in hospice that had AIDS. Let me knock on some wood. That's what it looked like to me. He got. Just when I look at his picture, because I knew people that were in hospice. Because I had a friend that would throw parties because it was their last week here on Earth. Where they had the AIDS virus and they would, that's it. So that's what he looks like to me. That maybe that's the way he's sour like that because maybe he got something and just a matter of time before his time here on Earth is over. So he's trying to talk bad about a lot of people, as many as he can.
It
But yeah,
says
he thinks he's a wizard. He
Chris
thinks he's a
Guy.
wizard. He ain't shit.
He says Chris Gardner definitely has AIDS. He got the anally inserted death sentence. Is that what you're saying, Flaco? 1488. Anally inserted death sentence. The solid man.
You would think that if that is like that, and that's horrible if it is, but I mean, if that's the case, you would think that he would act better, like do right, try to do right before you leave. Why do all that evil? Why
So,
why
so,
why be like
yeah,
that?
there was this guy that I asked him that if you want to ask God for forgiveness, repent for his sins, and he said he didn't want to do that. He said, "This is the way I was. This is the way I am. This is the way I want to die." So he chose his path, not to be, to be the way he was living on Earth. He wanted to die that way. So I
Wow.
believe that's his problem. He is what he is. He says it. He's a gay wizard. Uh, so he's done shows he wants to be. So it's just a matter of time.
2 hours, 36 minutes, cousin. It's been a good show, man. I've enjoyed myself thoroughly. Thoroughly.
Yeah,
How
I
was you?
don't know,
How was
man.
Yes,
What was
yes,
it?
yes.
I was just going to ask how everybody's Christmas was. What did y'all do? What happened? How was it?
We had a pretty good Christmas, man. Not very many presents, but we had tamales to unwrap.
Those are
Yeah,
Mexican presents right there.
yeah, we had a turkey and a ham, and then of course, gifts. We really wasn't going to do nothing, but I told my wife we should, because she had lost her mother, so
Oh yeah.
for us to stay preoccupied, and then matter of fact, 2 days ago we lost a friend, which was a DJ. He got hit by a hit and run. I believe it might have been happened on Christmas Day where he got hit and he's not here no more. He passed away. So nobody knows. Nobody knows when the time is. That's why I understand why people will play the games that they play because anything can happen any given day. So,
That's
not
right.
saying that I'm doing nothing to anybody, but no karma is not good to some people.
It's a real
So
thing,
you'll know.
and but some of these people, though, Abe, you got to remember they are fundamentalist Christians that don't believe in karma. They think it's a Buddhist idea and it doesn't pertain to them because all they got to do is commit the sin and then run and ask God for forgiveness and it's all good. That's not how it works. And you will pay for
Yeah.
everything you do,
Yes,
either in this world
understood.
or the next.
That's true.
Nobody leaves this plane of existence without paying what they owe, man.
That's right.
You see
Yeah,
it
there
when
is
there's
no.
yeah, that's true.
Hello, Woo Rider. How you doing?
Like I've been telling them, hey, just let me do my thing. Don't come bother me. But he comes every night. Shit. Sometimes he joins the chat and he'll be joking around with us, and then all of a sudden, he just becomes. He's got a lot of personalities. He's not
Yeah,
all up there, man.
there's a lot of them that are like that. The guy Roger, that dude
Yeah,
pretends to be a guy named Russell Pittman, and he sits there and talks about himself, and they all go along with it. Like I don't know if they know or they're pretending or what, but I mean, come on, dude, they got to know that this guy is it's his personality talking to himself, you know. Um, And it was only a matter of time before they all just found each other and started doing all this, because every damn one of them is a deranged, weird ass person. And most recently, they've started talking about killing me. They have these people in their chat, which I don't know if they're real people or not, or of who they are, but I've gotten screenshots of them, have entertaining people that are talking about killing me. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? How far gone do you have to be? How warped to entertain things like that? I mean, you got to be really gone. I mean, really bad.
Uh,
Yeah. What
I
makes me
don't
laugh is
know.
why they seem to think that we're gonna get arrested while we're doing the lives. I don't understand how that's gonna happen, man. I
Oh,
really
wow.
do.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to get arrested for what?
Hurting
Yeah.
his
Because of
feelings.
the
Hurting his
conspiracy
feelings.
that he made up to cover his ass for what he did, which is not working, because the law is going to look at that, and that's not going to matter. It's not going to matter, because what he's done is very egregious. And eventually, at some point, he's going to have to pay the piper. I
Yep.
mean, and he knows that. So he can sit there and spin these yarns to these idiots, these morons that he talks to and that he's become friends with, or at least alliances with. And he can say that all he wants. But the fact of the matter is this: the only one that's in danger of any of that is him, for what he's already done, and them for contemplating and plotting the things that they've been plotting and doing. And if they decide to act on their threats, they're the ones that are going to be in jail.
That's another thing too, Wolf.
In jail or dead, one of the two.
They come in here and they steal content, and then they say that they're gathering evidence. And I tell them, stealing is stealing. I don't care how you try to justify it, man.
Gathering evidence. Good God,
Mm-hmm.
dude. All the evidence that needs to be gathered has been gathered. I mean, they can add to it. That's all they've done. They're adding to their
They're, they're
crimes.
they're saying they're gathering evidence of Abe threatening to kill somebody.
Yeah, well, we had James Graves Tipton, or whatever his name is, the one that threatened us, and he came on Abe's show. You were there, Jesse, and
Yeah.
he cussed and ranted and raved, and we let him do it. We just let him do it, and he threatened to kill me, and he also threatened to kill me on the phone when we had a North Carolina police officer listening to what he was saying. And so, they are the ones who have committed the crimes, not us.
I call him the pocket hole. He was just venting. He lives here in Lake Worth, man. I might run into him at Walmart.
No, that's a different one, a different guy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was that other fool that said it.
Yeah, the other one is the one that was threatening Sister Nellie Turner and
Oh, that other
asked for the phone.
sack of crap.
Yeah,
And like I told, hey, we got evidence that they called in, came in alive, and threatened us on live on the air. It's in the archives. Worry about fools like that, man. The ones that bark the most are the ones that bite the least.
yeah, they come in here every night. They were here earlier before you jumped on here, and I booted them out.
Well, and like I said, they don't work. So when you have a pack of people who are that stupid and they don't work, I mean,
They-
they're ridiculous, dude.
right now it's party time. So between 2 and 3, they're out there partying. So they start coming out of the woodworks around 3:30 in the morning, 4 in the morning when they're high.
When they
So
stop
yeah,
for a
But
break. When they stop for a
let,
break.
let me tell you something though, guys. The way to keep them from coming to your channel or trolling you at all is to do it during the early part of the day, because I promise you 100% they're asleep. They sleep all day and they don't do anything. At night they're out running around and doing all kinds of stupid crap. But that's pretty much it. They are asleep.
Yeah. During the night, they run around riding saber-tooth tigers.
Oh man, look, Fisher dressed like Bigfoot. I don't know, man. I just the one that just keeps on stalking me is Dirty Ike. He continues, man. I don't know what's his deal with me, man.
He's
He
in
was
love with
just
you, man.
saying that how is me and his ex friends. I was like, golly, we're through Facebook, man. They done seen my shows, say send me a friend request. Then I said, the two things we have in common, we're raising our sons. There's one of them, and the other one is we hate Dirty Ike's guts. We hate the dude because he's a piece of shit. Well, I can only imagine what Sister Melissa went through, man. Kind of glad that she done went away from that dude. That dude got some issues. When we talk about domestic violence and mental abuse could be the same thing as domestic violence or physical harm because they mess with your mind. And I think that's what he does to all the people that are in his inner circle. Only God knows. Maybe he might have threatened them or something. You don't know, but I'm not worried about the guy. Like I said, so long he don't come to Texas, if it comes with his weapons or whatever, uh, that's all I can say. You come in at me in a threatful manner, I'm gonna treat you like the enemy. Like I treated the enemy when I was out there in Operation Desert Storm. I'm
I
still
agree with
here.
you, man. I agree with you, man. And I think Dirty Ike has a crush on Abe and Wolf. That's why he's always after them, man. Yeah, Murphy, he thinks
I
he's
think he's mad
Mexican.
with Wolf, because Wolf didn't invite him to the conference so he can be a speaker.
I told you,
Oh
cousin.
man,
I told you if there's ever
I'm just
another
kidding.
conference, I want you to come get me and I'll go with you and see what pops off, man.
I'm not even worried about the guy, man. He's not gonna do nothing. Yeah, it's just a matter of time before everything is taken care of, and all that has to do with the karma that's coming back his way because
Man,
eventually he's got to go through the court, and whatever
this,
happens, I'll just let the court take care of it, because that's what's gonna happen.
this
And
guy
he's
is
gonna
just
fall
high
to
as
his own
fuck.
recording, and he's not gonna be able to blame anybody else but himself.
Wow, she's a big one. Okay, Primo, tell me he's not high as hell. Look at those eyes. They're red, dude.
Oh shoot! Look at the mouth, crooked.
He's waiting for the pipe.
Oh yeah.
That's a big one, man. That's a big one. Look at that lady.
Who's that? Who's that? The lady beside him.
Oh, I have
Brother,
no idea.
brother Josh knows. What's her name?
Dude,
Lulu. I think brother Josh Turner. Oh shit! What happened?
Yeah, man.
wait, wait. That's his sister wife.
There you go. Hey, brother Josh.
Can you
How
hear
long
me?
did the Yeah, we can hear you now. How long did the peace treaty of the olive branch you had with them last?
Uh, 2 weeks.
Good night, Vader. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, he never kept his promise because when he supposedly had peace with y'all, he was trolling me all that time.
He's got something in
I
his
think
tank. I think it belonged to Huggy Succubus.
No, I think he, he dislikes Hispanics. That's what I think. Sister wife Sarah, that's her name.
You're right, Joel Burgers. He is.
Yeah, but I seen you doing your show earlier, brother John. You were having a good old time doing your show. That's what y'all do, man. That's what PRT is about. You know, y'all put on a good show, and that's what you do. That's where your happiness is. And I just say to you, like I've been saying all along, continue to do you. Don't worry about what everybody else is saying and doing. You know, just do you, and move on forward. Let me they come in me every night, but we still manage a way to do a show. I think last night was a couple of hours, 3 hours. I can remember. We had a lot of people that showed up. It was open mic night, so people were saying what they wanted to share and stuff like that.
Hey, cousin, your cousin Gilbert wants you to send him an invite.
But I think there's something there. Yes, yeah. He started with Sister Bettina. I remember that. Yeah, when he was making the remarks of the watermelon and all that. Not nice. But all of them, that's hillbilly redneck talk. That's how they are, man. You know, they got that kind of mentality. I'm not saying all of them, but the majority, you know, they'll tell you, "Oh, we just kidding around. This how we do things. This how we joke around where we come from down yonder." I done heard it a lot. While I was in the military, people from that region joking around like that. They would get drink a little bit of whiskey or a lot of whiskey, and they start getting in fights themselves. You know, fist fights.
Gilbert said he's been
Talk
watching
about.
on TikTok.
But tell them you can join the chat here. You know, all you got to do is just join the chat because I know Brother Just is working right now, busy, but I don't hear him.
No,
I heard
I'm
him say
walking through
something.
a building.
Oh shoot! Yeah. He be having the night shift, man. He ran into all kinds of things.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I remember when I
Yeah, they
used to
were
have to.
saying they were saying more like perverted stuff. You know, which that's what he's about.
Oh shit! Lermy says that the Huggy Bus is also live at the moment, cousin.
I don't even know. I don't follow that dude, man.
Yeah, I don't follow him either.
Yeah,
Been a good show, cousin.
yeah.
Been a real good show. 7 more minutes, it'll be 3 hours.
Well, it was we were having fun there in the last hour, brother. We had a certain guest that showed up, and he was confessing his sins. Oh, we lost brother Josh Turner.
Mm-hmm. He says that my brother says he keeps sending texts but no answers. So there's something wrong either on YouTube or on Restream.
Yeah, I seen something when we were doing the live, like something started happening. So I'm thinking man, we got 42 viewers here. How much battery power you got?
Now I'm
Little
at
bit?
22%.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about maybe calling it night. We had a good night. Thank you, brother Josh Turner, for jumping on. You know, here with us. You know, we're having fun there for a moment at somebody else's expense.
It's more fun that way.
Is that
Don't get me going, cousin. You know how I get. Don't get me going, because I roll with it, man. So, yeah, man.
oh, yeah, brother Josh was having fun, man.
And George says the
Yeah,
phone's
but
going dead.
yeah, it's like oh boy, he comes in here, who could have been cool a long time ago, but he chose to be a culero instead. Instead of being cool, he became a culero.
A cool
And
arrow. Thank you, PRT News, for coming
a
by.
culero. Yes, thank you, per no on table, brother Josh Turner, sister Nelly Turner, for bringing some of the paratroopers in here. Uh, thank you all for your support, and we had an awesome time here, just joking around, man, with Josh Turner, at other people's expense. But that's what happens, right? You know, that's why I create SC News, because they come mess with me. So when they come mess with me, then instead of holding it in, I just let it out on SCE News and do what I have to do to make, put them out on blast. However, I put them out on blast. It makes me feel better by letting it out instead of holding it in and building up. You get a vent, like a like a form of vent, right? Just like we did today. Is there something you'd like to say to the viewers, Primo, before you go?
Yes, as always, thank you for coming by, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming and spending your time here. We enjoy you having y'all here. Um, May the Lord protect you while you sleep, and may your day be filled with blessings when you wake up. Thank you and good night. All right,
Vamos,
cousin, back
Primo.
to you. Bye.
Since someone make him a Cherokee reservation card. Yeah, yeah. I guess the final word, not to copy off of Jerry Springer, is treat people how you want to be treated. Right. That's all I can say. You come in here with fake profiles and want to be disrespectful. Well, then take your medicine. Whatever you say, whatever you start, well, take your medicine because we're going to dish out every single time, and we're going to continue to dish out and put you on blast every single time, every chance I get. If you continue to do what you do, I'm going to continue to put you on blast so people can see the true you. And I'm not talking about the people that are affiliated with you. I'm talking about everybody else that might not know what kind of person you are because you're trying to deceive them. Uh, I got enough enough material that I've got from you of you messing with me with all these fake profiles over the years that I'm going to use that to expose you for who you are. A fraud. You're fraudulent. And if Sister Melissa wants to get some of that evidence that I got of what you really do, uh, maybe it can help her in the court of law of getting uh, full custody of it, of little Hunter, because you are a danger to him. I mean, I got the evidence. I took the screenshot of what you said. That you're from Oklahoma. You got a bunch of guns. I mean, what is that a threat? That you have a lot of guns? I used to have a tank and all kinds of weapons too. So take it however you want to take it, man. We just ain't playing your game no more. Whatever you dish out, I'll flip it on you. Every single time, I'm going to flip it on you. I know you're not going to stop, but eventually it's going to catch up to you. It's going to catch up to you, and it's going to be too late for you. Then you're going to have to face other things that are going to come your way because you put in yourself in a situation you're not going to be able to get yourself out of. That's right, Sister Madeline. It's that simple. Exactly what you says there. Yeah. So what they've been doing is they only take certain things that I say, but they don't put everything before or after. So they only get things out of context, and just to try to make me look like a bad guy. But people know, you know, for those that truly listen to the videos, they know that that I'm a good guy. In spite of me, I'm not perfect. Uh, I'm going to say certain things. Uh, just because I'm saying something, say something. I just leave it up to God now. It's like these people are not even worth my time. Uh, that's why what I'm trying to do is every time they surface up trolling me, saying something negative, interrupting the show, I'm going to boot them off from now on because I need to continue to just move on forward with the show in spite of who's coming, trying to troll in the lobby. Yeah, the one I feel sorry for is the son, little Hunter. You know, that's what I feel sorry for, having a father like that. But we'll leave it for the Heavenly Father to guide him the right direction. I know Sister Melissa's doing an awesome job raising him, uh, showing him love, not mental abuse or physical abuse, or only God knows what else. We know what McGee's about, and that's what he's about. He's got issues, and sooner or later he's going to catch up with them. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to keep booting them out. Yes. Well, imagine this. It sucks growing up without a dad or a mother. Uh, that's what happened to us. I was already 15, but like for my little brother and sister that were 3 and 5, you know, now that they're older, you know, everybody needs closure in life, right? Some kind of closure. Uh, uh, that moved on forward in a positive way, doing good for themselves, and I'm very proud of them. But yeah, the one that I feel sorry for is little Hunter. If you spend as much time as he spends trolling us, working 2 or 3 jobs, you'll be able to take care of his son, right? Through paying child support. Eventually, he's going to catch up to him. Just a matter of time. That's right. Uh, yeah, I see the things that they try to say. Try to use where I've been, try to make me look like a bad person, a bad guy, and all this stuff. He has females talking for him, making fun of me and stuff. Uh, it's like I have sisters, right? I have my wife. This females want to put something to the test. I can make it happen. I cousin, I got all kinds of females, but it's not about that. About handling business like that. It's about me just continuing to do what I want to do. Spiritual encrypted encounters, regardless of who's coming up against me in a negative way. I got to do it. The things that I do here is because I shouldn't be here. I should have been gone out of this world numerous times. I got blessed to be here, and I continue to get blessed to be here amongst the living, and I'm going to continue to do this work, regardless of whether it's Damian Peterson, Method Mike, Billy the Kid, and all those other fake profiles that he has. It's not going to stop me to do. And for the women that put their name in their mouth, uh, the only thing I can say is stay the hell out of it. It doesn't pertain to you. It's the problem that is between me and him is between me and him, and me and him only. Uh, so I don't got time to be messing with anybody else. I continue to do my own thing. But for you to be disrespectful and have my name in your mouth, I mean, it makes you sound like the tool we used when I used to work in the fields, hoeing. It sounds like a hoe to me. That's how y'all sound like hoes talking bad about me when I've never really said nothing bad about it to y'all. Y'all the one that initiated that. So I did say something tonight. uh, I mean, not saying that you're a hoe or that you're hoeing, which it could be a big possibility that could be happening. I'm talking about the hoes that I'm talking about is hoeing the agriculture or the weeds out of the field, so the cotton could grow. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm more sure that y'all won't take it out of context like you always do. Uh, I know there was another female that was on my friends list that decided with her, but I think she was infiltrating, and I booted her out of. She left, but I booted her out before she got to leave. But she was defending him, not knowing the whole story, and she didn't pay attention to what he's done. The only thing she was scared about was one thing: if he was native, that she's got to back up her people and all this crap. To me, that's not what I seen. I seen that they were all in cahoots. They've been working at it. There is a mastermind. I'm going to tell you right now. You're going to hear from here. Mastermind behind all this events of these people. There's a couple of guys. These people that are coming against Brother Judge Turner and me, they're just pawns. those guys are pawns. I already know who the other individuals is. I've been knowing. Uh, the only thing that the hint that I'm going to give you is this: these individuals are from the Bigfoot community. I'm going to leave it at that. But I've been knowing uh, that it's been them all along. The masterminds or the puppeteers, I've been knowing. If you really pay attention to that, if you look at from the sidelines and see the full picture, it's going to be revealed to you real quick. Awesome, Sister Nelly Turner. It's awesome. Uh, I want to say thank you for all the likes. Um, if people subscribe, thank you very much. I'm trying to get to the 3,000 marker. It's been rough. It's been hard, especially when you get reported daily because that's what it does. It reports me my content daily, so I won't get to the 3,000 marker. That's what they do. Well, that's what they've been doing. But that's okay, because like I said before, it's just a matter of time. Everything catches up with them. So yeah, I had a person that was following me, and she sided with him, but I think she was infiltrating my group, uh, spiritual encrypted encounters. But she's affiliated with him right now. Janice Blake done said some bad words about me. Dana that's said bad words about me. I just don't deal with women. So yeah, Janice said something very bad. Was it her or yes, I believe it was her. Uh, what she disrespected my mom. That's what she did. Something she told me right after she disrespected my mom. I prayed to God and I said, God, uh, for him to teach her a lesson for disrespecting the dead. Think like a week later, she got attacked by a tornado or something. Her home, she almost lost her home, and somebody was in the hospital. God don't like ugly. It doesn't matter where you hide. The Holy Spirit's gonna find you. Yeah, Dina Dana Ortega. Yeah. Is there any questions anybody would like to ask me? Any question? Yeah, and what's messed up, all these people that are coming against the Turners. Me, I'm not worried about it. Just, I've done face other things, in combat. Um, but they sure like going after them, in numbers. Like I said, I believe there's somebody else behind them of the actions that they do to people. Just a matter of time before all that unfolds and it reveals itself to us because that's what normally happens. So I create SE News so I can vent and let out whatever they're throwing my way. I can at least defend myself through SE News. That's why I created it, the the news to gather evidence and place it in there. So if have to go to, I should say, place as much evidence as possible in there, so I could give it to certain people. And I believe if Sister Melissa will use this strategy of what I'm talking about, that she most likely will get primary custodian. Okay, and that's my was a SE News. But anyways, brothers and sisters, I'm gonna let you all go. Love, light, and blessings from here for Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Again, thank you, Sister Madeline, Exuberance, Sister Morgan, everybody here in the chat. Thank you all for your support. God bless you. Love, light, and blessings to every single one of y'all. And well, we've still got time for Happy New Year. I just want to thank you for your support and appreciate you all staying up this late. But I'm gonna take Brother Josh's advice and come a little bit earlier, uh, so we won't have to deal with the trolls. Here we got here. In saying that, brothers and sisters, I'm signing off here tonight. God bless y'all. I'll be posting some stuff on SCE News. And hopefully, once the weather gets a little bit better here, I might go do an investigation. But in saying that, I'm going to finish off this off with a prayer. Heavenly Father, at this time, I would like to pray for all my brothers and sisters here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters that are tuning in, attending the live. We place in heavenly crosses on all the members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters from head to toe. We pray for if there's any negative attachments on it, you're not allowed. We take authority over it. Over you in Jesus Christ's name. Uh, type on rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. Leave our homes. Uh, leave our homes. I've seen an image of something. Leave our homes and our pets alone. This I pray in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. I seen some kind of a dog with it was like white with a little bit of brown and the tail had a lot of hair. I seen this while I was praying. But anyways, brothers and sisters, let's see here. Oh no, I'm not gonna let them drag me down. I'm a fighter, man. I'm just gonna put them on blast, plain and simple. If I didn't quit when I was out there in the middle of the battle, because if I quit it and something happened to my crew, then there really nobody gonna be able to protect the tank. Uh, Gotta work as a team, as a unit. Amen. In saying that, I bid farewells. Uh, Good night, and again, thank you. I really appreciate it uh, for being here. Yeah, that's what I seen was your perro in el suelo, like near the kitchen. Okay. Good night, everybody. Peace out.